sometimes we sound like the idiot.
No, but
Yeah, it doesn't have to be you every time, man. It's all right.
but like I feel like it mostly is me that sounds like the
It's
idiot.
mostly because we figured out that we can get you going on something. Oh, hi.
Oh, come on. These are the worst.
I am the worst.
Welcome into the Wednesday Club. Who do we have with us today, man?
We have the wonderful Tony Kim, who what's your clothing line called, please? Hero
Within.
Within.
That's a nice there.
Tony is the creator, owner, operator. What other titles are we throwing in there?
Secretary, janitor.
For a clothing line called Hero Within, and it's the Hero Within. It's superhero wear, but it's like very subtle. Like you have jackets, you have a dress, you have a couple T-shirts, but not as many. Like you're mostly like the
Outerwear.
Outerwear, yeah.
Oh, and this is something we've been wanting to do for a while. We've been talking about doing this for a very long time.
We've been talking about this since like we started the show.
Yeah.
Like we've wanted to do
I don't know if you know that, but we've been like, do you think we could get him to come on the show?
One of the things I really wanted to highlight on this when we started the show so many weeks ago,
Year and a half.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
There's white powder in my beard now.
Yeah.
Is that I really like the idea of the ways that people express their fandom, and that was one of the reasons why we brought Manzi on originally.
Yeah.
Is I wanted to start talking about the fashion of superheroes and also the fashion of fandom, and this was a very big one on my list, and I'm very glad that it finally happened.
Yeah. We were gonna try and do this, I think, for Comic-Con, and then the
right.
schedules just didn't work out for San Diego. So ahead of New York Comic-Con, which Tony will be at, which is next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's next week. It's next
Breathe
week.
deep.
It's next
Breathe
week. Breathe deep.
It really is.
But ahead of New York Comic-Con, we want to let all you East Coast fans who are going to be there know, he's going to be there, and he's got a whole slew of DC jackets and products and Marvel products that you just this year came out with.
That's the other reason we waited, just because then we found out that you were doing a new stuff.
Yeah, we were like, wait, there's going to be Marvel stuff later this year?
So can you bullet point the history for me? Like, how did you get started and at each phase of the expansion? Is that okay?
We can do that, but I don't think that we've said, hi, welcome to the Wednesday Club. I'm Matt Key. This is Taliesin Jaffe. This is Amy Dallen. This is our special guest, Tony Kim.
Oh,
Hi.
and we also have some basics that we should do before we even delve.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the honors? I always like having you do it.
Of what?
How'd you get started in comics?
Oh, sure. I was going to talk about the closing stuff first, but yeah. Our favorite question.
Yeah.
Do you have a couple of favorite comics, or how did you get started reading them or fall for them?
Yeah. So I was, definitely a fan at a young age, and I remember my earliest memories of like being dragged to the grocery store with my mom. And back then, of course, they had the spinning rack.
Yeah.
I love a spinning rack.
And I remember getting, they had these little pocket-sized, almost like little novels, but they were the original Captain America, the original Spider-Man, just all shrunk down into these little,
Like a little digest, right?
Yeah, so I remember, how back in the day you could like sit underneath the shopping cart, and I was just sitting there and just read those as my mom did shopping throughout
I
the morning.
forgot.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
Oh my God, I totally forgot that I used to be able to get into the cart.
Chair that's just a giant shopping cart.
And so that began
You
my
just took me
love.
back.
Yeah, that started my love for comics. But what really did it for me was so comics. I have a very emotional connection with comics because when I was young, my parents immigrated here from Korea about a year before I was born, and we landed in Dallas, Texas, and it was.
You landed in Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas, Texas. Because
I know, but I'm from Fort Worth, so it's just like, oh, you've been to my home.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So my mom got she was a nurse, so she was working at the big hospital there, and there were no other Asians or people of color at all in my school community or anything. So it was just me. So it was tough. I remember growing up and just being first grade, second grade, third grade, and just always feeling like I was an outsider, kind of a misfit, picked on, and just feeling so weird and different, right? Even though I was born here, I always felt so weird and different. So I remember just picking up Superman comics and this idea of here's this guy who is from a faraway place, kind of living in this world where he doesn't quite fit in, has a couple of different identities, and trying to find his voice and place in this world. And I remember just really that just resonating with me, really feeling that, this guy, like he gets it. Like he gets the idea that he has kind of like a multiple identity thing. Is at home, I kind of lived in this very like traditional Korean household, like chopsticks and no shoes and the language, all that stuff. And then like I'm out in school and everything else, and I'd kind of be a different way, and just feeling like that real like identity struggle of it's a very common immigrant story. And so Superman's like kind of the ultimate immigrant in that sense. And so for many of us who have like kind of experienced that navigating through multiple cultures, like the story of Superman is really important and really personal, to me. And so really Superman from a very early age, like just reading through all of the 70s and 80s and 90s. I got into Superman back during Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then right after that, the DC Universe rebooted.
Yeah.
The John Man of Steel.
Yeah. So all Man of Steel.
You're post-crisis DC.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So all of the back then they had 4 titles with Superman in a month. Man of Steel, Adventure, Superman, Action. So that was really the beginning of my love for comics. And then, so at heart, I'm a DC fanboy. Really just, I love it. I love the universe. And then I started getting into Marvel during my best friend was a big Marvel zombie. And so we would always battle back and forth all the way
Thor
through.
versus Superman?
Yeah. Just constantly battling it. And but he had a lot of great comics from Marvel that I would love to check out. But I started getting into Marvel during Ultimates. So the Ultimates was great, because it really is kind of the blueprint of what we kind of have today in the Marvel, the MCU. So the Ultimates, and then of course Civil War and all that sort of stuff. So that kind of my love for Marvel kind of came on a little bit later. But yeah, DC and Superman really was it just was very informative to me and really helped shape me, I think, as a kid and still today. So
Do you have a favorite Superman comic? Like, let's say like there's fans are watching at home. Hi, fans.
Yeah.
And they're going, I've always wanted to read Superman, but I don't know where to start. Do you have a recommendation? Sorry to put you on the spot with that.
Yeah,
but
so many great ones. I mean.
Or do you have a favorite writer for Superman?
Yeah, gosh. I would probably, it's kind of funny because I think my absolute favorite Superman comic is not really the great place to start, but it's Alex Ross's Kingdom Come. I think it's so weird because that's really the twilight of Superman's career, not so much at the beginning, But I think that comic or that graphic novel, I think, really captures the essence of what it means to be a hero and the idea of sacrifice. And so I love that one. But yeah, I like Loeb's For All Seasons. And
wow, it's been a while.
Yeah, I love Trinity, Wagner's Trinity. Of course, Dark Knight Returns. I mean, that's not. That's obviously Batman, but I think that was.
But Superman plays a very
very
role.
pivotal role in that one. So, there's so many.
Yeah.
So.
I always feel like Batman is the pizza of superheroes. It's even when he's bad, it's still pretty good.
Like it's still pizza.
It's hard to
still
mess up
pizza,
Batman.
yeah.
And you're like, all right, well,
I mean,
I'm into it.
Yeah, the reboot of the New 52. I mean, the Batman run for that one was.
Oh, it was the Court of Owls, right? If I recall. I was.
Oh man, that whole Court of Owls. I
and-
loved
yeah.
Snyder's.
I was very harumphy, and then the Court of Owls hit, and I'm like, okay, this is good.
It was so good.
New 52 was
so good.
was more miss than hit for me, but the ones that hit were great.
It was like being at the museum and digging for the little buried gems that they put in the sand. There's a lot of stuff, but every now and then you're like, oh, that's nice. I'm taking that home. Okay.
Well, and like that
shovel.
metaphor is apt because the digging is fun.
Yeah, the digging.
So
is
like even
fun.
though you're digging through like books that like you're not in love with, you're still reading comics.
I don't know if that's 100% the feeling they want you to have.
No.
Listen, yeah. I don't think DC's going for like, I hope they love digging through dirt. But when you're at a children's museum, like that is fun.
Ooh,
Yes.
Animal Man. That's nice.
Hey, that was great.
Yeah,
That
you're like,
was
yeah, look
great.
at that.
Who was
That
who was the writer on the?
Jeff Lemire.
That's right. That's right.
with the red.
Back when we were all like, who's this Jeff Lemire?
And I still say that Batwoman from the art in Batwoman is still probably my favorite art in any comic.
Is that
Yeah.
C.H. Williams the third?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm so in love.
yeah. just amazing. So,
And then we've got the news this week of, is it the Birds of Prey, I think, the movie casting?
Casting just came down a few hours ago.
I'm always behind on this.
wait, I just heard, I heard Margot Robbie, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But
And meet
Mary Elizabeth Winstead is the name that I recognize.
is Huntress.
Is Huntress.
oh,
Okay.
what?
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
they also cast Black Canary, but
Yes,
I can't remember the actress. Find it
Yeah,
super fast.
the only reason I
It's
even vaguely
Journey
know this is because
Smythe
we tweeted.
something. There's a third name. She has three
internet-
names.
Has
The
she
internet
played
will
in
know.
something that we would know?
I'm gonna.
I knew her
I think I might
credits
have it here. Journey Smollett Bell.
Okay, got the last name totally wrong there.
Who's
But
that?
I don't know. I'm looking it up.
As
I will also admit I'm far more excited when I don't know the name, don't know who an actor is in
Yeah.
the show, because that means
Same.
that they wowed them. I'm very excited.
I have a theory that the most successful, like, kind of cinematic versions are when it's no-namers. Like that's, or not no-namers, but just like the up-and-coming. you know?
People that we immediately associate with that role in that way.
Because I feel like they sort of emotionally cling on to it differently than someone who's, a big star,
I used to work as a casting assistant, and my favorite thing was always like, these are the 6 people that if we can use now, they're going to be super big in like 10 years. But yes, use them now before they're too expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to update your Scott Pilgrim memes. Because
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
there's even more superheroes.
So Smollett Bell was on True Blood and Underground, which was on WGN.
Oh, I've heard the best things about that show.
But she is also one of the stars of HBO's upcoming series Lovecraft Country, which is one of the best books I've ever read. And
Ooh.
you should all read it.
They're making
Like words books.
It's a word book, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
words.
good
I also
too.
read those from time to time. Yeah.
What's a word book?
They leave the pictures out.
I mean,
but
like,
it's
do you
still
have to like
good.
download the pictures, or
No,
You have to
Lovecraft.
imagine them with your brain.
you use an app, right?
Just Google it. You'll.
Lovecraft Country is very quickly is a book about an African American country or an African American family living in the Midwest in the 50s and discovering that even though Lovecraft got all the facts wrong, all the names wrong, the actual Lovecraftian entities and dimensions and magic all actually exists, and they get swept up in that. And it ends up becoming a commentary on racism in America, and it's one of the most important books I've ever read.
Wow, that's a lot, and that sounds really interesting.
Because ultimately what happens is
Spoil?
no,
Okay.
I'm not going to give spoilers. I promise. But one of the things you come
And on page 300.
I was about to get. I was like, we have the dart gun if we have to.
No, but one of the things that was amazing about it was that even though this family is dealing with existential horror, the way the book is written is that you're more afraid for the racism than the cosmic horror.
I'll be curious to see how HBO does it. I'll be curious.
And Jordan Peele is creating and directing it.
Okay, never mind.
Well, dang.
Boom.
He's doing Lovecraft, he's doing Twilight Zone.
I know.
Thank you for being a giant nerd, Jordan Peele.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've heard he's the nicest guy.
We'll get him on the show one day.
You're welcome anytime.
Same.
I assume you're watching this right now to get some fashion tips.
Anyway, back to you.
I do, well, and I don't want to put you necessarily on the spot, but
Spot me.
would you say, it's an interesting coincidence that you've talked about sort of responding to Superman and the challenges of navigating different modes, and that you've created this incredible line of clothing that I feel like you've created the kind of suits that Clark could wear to the office that would have secret Kryptonian stuff inside,
Yeah.
so he would just know that he had both.
Yeah.
You have secret identity clothes.
Yeah, I think the struggle that I feel like I've had is we all grew up like nerds, right? We all grew up sort of feeling like not quite fitting in wherever we
Whatever.
live, right? Whether it's
Speak
school,
for yourself.
Matt would like to pretend that he was very cool.
Yeah. So
Would
just,
like to? He does.
but and always feeling like I kind of have to socially I need to fit in, And fortunately now it's much better for all of us just to kind of express ourselves. But back in the day, it kind of felt like, if I'm going to work at a certain place or I'm going to be in a certain space, I have to sort of look like a grown-up. And I always felt like that we should not feel like that there's our work life and then our fan life, and there shouldn't be like a day job and a night in that sense. And so one of our core values in Here Within is this idea of integrated, and this idea that our fandom and our whole lives should be integrated together. We should be able to express ourselves in a way that's honest and a part of ourselves, and yet not like I don't have my fan closet and then my work closet. It should be the same thing, right? And so there should be clothes that represents and clothes that helps us sort of express ourselves in a way that feels true all the time and not just sort of like on the weekends, you know. So I think that's been really important to me, is to be able to give fans clothes that they feel like they can wear all the time and feel good about themselves, to feel empowered. They feel like that they can express their love and not feel like that it's just limited to t-shirts and hoodies. So.
Yeah, the t-shirt thing has been a struggle.
You're wearing a t-shirt and
I
I'm wearing a
am.
hoodie. It's
I thought I almost changed. I did almost change for the show.
Well, we're changing that. We're going to change that.
it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's been fascinating, like, for me to watch. Like, growing up as like a 90s nerd, there was sort of the nothing is available. Stuff is available, but it is only in dudes extra large and therefore not very accessible to me. And then,
Well, you're a relatively tiny person.
Yeah.
I'm an extra large dude, as you can tell. I still have a Mystery Science Theater shirt my friends gave me, which is literally a men's extra large because it was the only thing they could find. I just wore it as a sleep shirt and have it to this day. But like when I received it, it went below my knees. But there's been a sort of a group of y'all like rising stars in the last, I want to say, 10 years that have really changed the shape of what's available in terms of expressing yourself through clothing. And that's been so exciting to watch. And so, like, I have treasured the t-shirts and hoodies when they like eventually made their way into my sizing and cuts. Like that was a huge victory, but it's been really exciting to take this next kind of leap.
It's one of like the little weird eddies that happen with really kind of, I feel like, bringing female fandom more into the front of everything. And one of the things that I love best of just like the little side bonus to having this energy was that finally I felt for the first time that there were people coming into the fandom going, oh no, we're not wearing that. It was just, it felt really good to be like, oh my God, finally someone has figured out that we don't have to.
It doesn't have to be t-shirts.
It's not just a picture of Superman on a white shirt that is obviously like a Hanes shirt. Like, because I really liked looking good as a teenager and I wanted to be a nerd, but it was a lot of work to find the balance between those two things. And you're from, or at least you're living in like the Orange County area, your stuff. So you know Disney bounding.
Yeah, of course.
Which for our audience at home who may not know, or if you do know Disney bounding, you should Google it. Which is a thing that Disney nerds, of which we have here, which are intense. They are the most intense nerds I've ever met, are Disney nerds. They will cut you. They will cut you. And
What did you do to the Disney nerds to attract their anger?
I may have said Secret of NIMH is a far superior film. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying it online. No, never mind.
It's a great movie. I thought everyone agreed on that.
No, but they do a thing because you can't dress up at
you can't go in costume.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can hint at it through style and fashion, and I've been waiting for this to kind of spill over to the rest of nerddom really badly, of this idea that even if you're not a cosplayer, the idea of having a Superman outfit, an outfit that hints at Superman for day one of your convention, and an outfit that hints at Batman for day two, or like a Miracle Man. I really want to do a Miracle Man suit really badly. I've got needs.
Yeah.
But like, I really am hoping that people are going to embrace this. And you were the first sign. Your company was the first sign I saw that this was like a thing that might happen.
Especially for like men's clothing, because
Yeah.
we've
Yes.
seen like El Hoffer and
which I own some.
yeah.
Yeah, it's great companies like Her Universe and Black Milk and just others have sort of helped pave the way. And really, it was the female fans that have really changed everything about geek culture, because as soon as they started showing up to conventions, and they were already there, but as far as more of them arriving.
We're not as outnumbered
Yes,
anymore.
right, yeah. And demanding there
businesses.
to be like legitimizing the market and demanding a different type of fashion, for needs, that these other companies started recognizing that, like the Her Universes and others, and then that really started to like domino into and just sort of create the way. And so, and then what ended up happening was that there was all this amazing fashion for female fans, and then for dudes it was just
we were going.
You guys got the T-shirts 40 years ahead of time, but the interesting stuff we got a solid 10 years before y'all.
Yeah,
We're like, we've got Hawaiian shirts now. We're slowly getting there.
like we're going. Wait, you can do a dress?
That's right.
Why can't you do a blazer? Like, I want a blazer. I want a print.
And you were the first sign. I felt that you were really the first sign that things were starting to like really turn around for us on that level. And I mean, like,
Well, I
I've been so
absolutely
delighted.
agree. I absolutely agree. Like, it's a huge like win for us to have you on our show and that capacity, because like I feel the same way. Like you're very much a leader in like, oh, men can also dress well, and oh, by the way, I also do women's stuff too. So.
We're going to be showing off some
You want me
stuff.
to tell you how we started here with it?
Yes, please.
please do.
Yeah, but so
Please,
like
please,
how?
please.
Well, first, like how? When did you know clothes was a thing for you?
Yeah, so I'd always been into clothing and always into like kind of creating my own sort of personal geek fashion and going to my first. I went to cons when I was younger, but my first like real like my whole con journey really began at San Diego Comic-Con in 2006 when I first moved to California from Dallas to California.
So you grew up in Dallas.
Like the last year, it didn't sell out, right?
It was close. It was probably 2000, like within a few years, for sure, yeah. But I remember I woke up that morning and called my buddy up and said, hey, like I've always wanted to go to that Comic-Con thing, so let's go. So we like Saturday, we drove up and parked and walked in and bought a ticket.
Yeah, that is probably the last time that ever happened.
Yeah, that's
Saw
thing.
like everything and then went home and then I was like, man, I don't know why people go for so many days because it was awesome, but I mean, I loved it. But I was like, you know, I saw everything in one day, and then someone asked me, so what did you think of the panels? I'm like, what panels? What are you talking about? Like, no idea those anything. I just thought it was the floor.
You saw the show floor and you're like,
yeah,
good.
That was it.
Like I did it.
Yeah. So from there, I was like, you know what? Like, I went a few more years, and I thought, man, I would maybe like, I love this so much. This is my people. This is our people. That the thought that anyone would go to Comic-Con and would miss out on something like I did my first year, like maybe I could do something to help like solve that problem. So I was one of the first online like blog sites dedicated to write about the Comic-Con experience.
Oh,
Wow.
Crazyforcomiccon.com, and I still blog on it today. But
That's awesome.
But I just write about the Comic-Con experience, the tips, tricks, and how to navigate San Diego Comic-Con. And that started in 2009. So because of that led me into, like, after a few years doing that, I was like, you know what? What's some other way I can express my love for Comic-Con? And I did one of those cosplay with the Warner Brothers swag bags.
With the bags?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So I did like a blazer. From
Did you really?
Yeah, from the.
Wait, we should start this from the beginning because some of our viewers may not have ever been to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
These bags. Explain these bags. These bags are so.
Yeah, so Warner Brothers basically partners with San Diego, and they create, as a marketing opportunity, they create these giant swag bags that are probably 2 to 3 feet by 2 to 3 feet.
Yeah.
They're like
They're massive.
Yeah.
They're huge bags.
And they use them as giant billboards, and they make them into backpacks, and so you can carry them around. And what started as one bag turned into 6. Now there's like 18 different bags each year. They're collector's items, and they're made of vinyl, and
they've started like putting little like enamel pins with them now and stuff like that.
Sometimes
and
they have a little poster holder in there.
there
we are.
Yeah.
There you go.
They're big.
It's that, but imagine the size of that is that it would take up my entire back.
Supergirl is actual size in that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like.
I
Those are
put it on as a
massive.
backpack, and it's
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So because it's so synonymous with San Diego Comic-Con, I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool to like, and because I'm writing about and blogging about Comic-Con, it'd be cool to like create a fashion piece from those bags. And so I made a sports blazer from one, and one year, this is 2000, like, I don't know, 12 or 13.
I think I remember this.
And so I contacted Warner Brothers, and I'm like, hey, I had this idea, so would you work with me? So they sent the bags over literally like a week before, and
Oh, nice.
myself and a design partner of mine, we like worked it all together, and I showed it off, and it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. And then the following year, I thought, well, I'd love to do that again. So we made another jacket, and for a third year, I thought I had so much fun with it. But then I thought, man, like, there's got to be more. Like, it's fun to like dress up and to express, but I thought, you know what? After talking with so many fans and seeing how much they love their fandom, and they love like what all the different sort of the bags represent, and they also love fashion. Maybe there's something that I can like kind of merge together to make something that's more like everyday and more like, you know, that's the fans could actually wear. So what
You
went
can't
from,
really wear a Comic-Con bag to the office.
It's weird.
It might be a little weird.
It's weird because
Our office, you probably could, but
Here, yes. Merrill Lynch, not as much.
you look like a NASCAR driver on steroids, right? You just have like patches, and not only that, but inside the jackets, it's about 150 degrees inside.
Yeah,
it's
vinyl, not
Yeah, they're
vinyl.
visible.
Yeah.
they're
I
not
almost
comfy.
passed out a couple times.
Oh no.
So
Why I don't cosplay as Doctor Strange anymore, because it's like, hey, what's up? I'm
Seriously.
wearing a long sleeve shirt and a blanket.
Yeah. So I was like, what I was gonna cosplay as a Green Arrow bag guy, a WB bag person, but then that turned into, let's make an actual fan blazer that could turn into like an everyday wear piece. So we made a prototype, the Superman blazer, kind of crude, not more obvious than our current iteration, but it had the same essence. And I said, 2015, I basically blogged about it and said, hey, I have this dream of starting this company, and I'm taking this to the show, this blazer. I want to get your feedback and input and tell me if something like this actually existed in the market, would you buy it? So, so I took it around the show, and then even subsequent months, I took it around to a bunch of different conventions, and that was kind of the beginning of Hero Within. And I named it Hero Within from the very start, because the idea that all of us have a hero inside of each of us. We all have an opportunity to inspire and lead and to change the world. And we wanted the clothes to be a reflection of what's happening on the inside is sort of reflected on the outside. And so that was very important to me, to create something that was positive, something that was inspirational, something that's helped be an encouragement to whoever's wearing it. So that was kind of the beginning of it. And then from there, it kind of after a really great year of showing it off for different cons, I kind of was at that point where I was I remember just telling my design friend, man, I would love to do this full time, really go after it. But then I have my day job, and I've got the mortgage and the family and all that. There's just no way that I could launch this thing. And then 2 months later, I got laid off. It was just oh, the universe, curse you, universe.
They're like, oh, you're struggling with this decision.
Yeah. So I was here, I'll help, push,
I guess you got to do it now.
Yeah. So, I just kind of realized that, wow, I think this is the universe telling me that it's time to take the leap. So in 2016, we launched it, and we just kind of went from there. So that's kind of how it started. It was kind of a weird, backwards sort of way. My background is in design and in communications. It's not so much in fashion. So I never would have dreamed that this would be the place I would be. But to something that started in the Comic-Con community, sort of shaped and crafted in the Comic-Con community with support of many of my peers, it's been a dream come true. So.
Oh, wow.
I don't think there's any more Superman way to get started than to get pushed and then just fly from there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I hit the ground a couple times.
Well, I bet Superman probably hit the ground a couple times, too.
They don't
He's
show
wait,
that
I can
part.
fly? Yeah.
It was more the Shazam trailer, kind of up and down.
That trailer looks,
Yeah,
I can't wait for that movie.
I
awesome,
love Shazam so much.
Yeah.
I have
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel. I know I'm getting.
We're all,
I've had to explain that to so many people in the last 3 weeks.
just so you know, Shazam was the original Captain Marvel. We'll do a whole disambiguation.
Oh man, we got to do a
Whole other
whole
episode.
Yep.
Captain Miracle Marvel. Do we want to call it? Maybe we
Oh
can
my
just do
God.
the whole kit and caboodle. Yeah, no.
So how did, because it's so subtle, do you mind if we show maybe your Superman or your Batman blazer? Because you've already shipped those to Comic-Con, so we don't
Yeah.
have those to show our audience, but just to give an idea actually, you're wearing your Wonder Woman.
I am.
I love that jacket.
The Wonder Woman jacket is one of my favorites.
Yeah, when I saw that jacket, I was like, oh, this is legit, yeah.
Yeah, let's in here let's see if we can make this work. Hold on. Yep.
Here we go.
Look at that.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Woman is
The WW there.
Yeah.
It's so
And then also has some
beautiful.
little detailing on the buttons and on the inside and whatnot.
But yeah, Chief, I think we have. I pulled some pictures, some
pull
images of the Wonder Woman jacket. If you also want to show those, but that's the kind of subtlety that you're working with, where it's not like Wonder Woman. Yeah. It's here's the W. It's in the stitching. It's if you're not looking, you won't see it. But yeah, it's.
And it's the idea that, how I mentioned earlier that my vision is that our fandom is integrated in our clothing. And so that's why we don't do the screen printing on that side. We want to actually integrate it into the construction of the clothes, because that's a part of our fandom is a part of who we are. It's our essence. It's not on the outside. It's not a veneer, but it actually is our
I love that
part of
little
our
internal stamp.
part of
It's so
our
great.
So yeah, this interesting story with this jacket. It when we had announced it for pre-order a couple months before the release of Wonder Woman the movie, and so we said the first images went online and we started promoting it. And we got a lot of great support. A lot of people who loved it right off the bat and was very supportive of it. But it was really fascinating. There was a pretty loud vocal minority of dudes, bros, basically.
On the internet?
Who,
Sorry.
Yeah, on the internet.
Oh, had to get that out of my system.
That felt like that, hey, like, why is a dude wearing that jacket? Like, it should be...
I remember this.
Yeah, like
I remember this too.
Comments about that. They thought that guys shouldn't be wearing Wonder Woman. It should be female models. And we'd explain, oh, it's a guy's jacket. It's like, well, why are you making a guy's jacket for Wonder Woman? And then, unfortunately, that devolved into like homophobic responses and all that sort of stuff that kind of naturally comes with that. And so it actually, anywhere we posted it, we would get, those type of comments of just some people thinking that Wonder Woman is really for girls, it's not for guys.
Yeah.
And so it started a lot of interesting conversations. And so even we would be because at that time we were at WonderCon, and we would be at the booth, and you would see a couple walk up, and there would be a response, and the girl would say, hey, you should get this jacket to her boyfriend or husband or whatever. And he's like, well, I don't know, it's Wonder Woman. And then she would say, I've been wearing Batman, Superman my whole life.
Yeah.
Why can't you wear Wonder Woman, right?
Word.
And so you would see this like interesting exchange happen, and you would see, many times you see light bulbs come on, because they never, because guys who are, the majority of like decision makers, unfortunately, in many cultural settings, they don't really think about that. They don't think that, oh, this is,
This can be for me.
This can be for me. It's not just for one context, right? And so you would see this exchange, and many times it was very positive, and but sometimes it's also negative. And what I loved about it is that, our jacket to have an opportunity to sort of like, I don't know, maybe like push the needle to change a little bit in a small way, and to help there to be some conversation, healthy conversation around like, who is Wonder Woman? Who is she for? Who can wear her in a sense? And so it's been very fascinating to kind of be a part of that. And but what was even better was just how much other fans came around it, supported it, of course bought it, and of course when the movie came out, like all the complaints went away.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Weird how that happens.
There was a lot of guys who were like, about that jacket, do you have one in a large?
I want an extra large.
My favorite was a very serious conversation in the LA goth community, which was mostly I don't know if I'm ready to go back to blue denim again, but like, man, I'm really think I'm eyeing it. I don't know if I'm ready for denim again. It's been so long. It's a lot of.
I have to admit, like, the Wonder Woman jacket actually, like, I was one of those guys where, like I wasn't against, like, where I just had never considered that option. So, like, when that happened, I was like, oh, Wonder Woman jacket for guy. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Actually, now I really want that jacket. Like,
I specifically remember.
Well, we were the
having this
first.
I had this conversation with you. I was like, yeah, it's really cool. Why have I never considered wearing a Wonder Woman? She's a great hero.
And you're definitely a denim jacket guy, man. You should have.
Yeah, I'm a denim jacket guy.
And I would never fault any guy for kind of going through that process, because, quite honestly, there's not been Wonder Woman merchandise targeted for men apart from T-shirts.
Yeah.
And so, as far as anything like jackets or anything else, they never really had that opportunity to wrestle with that idea.
And
before,
I can say from looking at many of them in the catalogs that unfortunately for the T-shirts, a lot of the design choices seem to have been based around the idea that dudes were not wearing these because they think she's an awesome hero, but because they somehow thought they needed to lead with the sex appeal in order to get men to buy and wear this shirt, which they mysteriously don't find necessary with some other heroes. I was still mad that those same shirts weren't available in women's sizes, but that's a separate. We have to fix all the problems at once. We have to do all the things at the same time.
But it ended up being like one of our best-selling items, and
it's easy to see why. Like the construction is so good. Like, it's just a good-looking jacket. It happens to have a WW on the back.
Yeah.
And the really nice buttons, and I really like the buttons.
And it does. It means a lot that like you made this out there so that people have a chance to have that realization, to have that conversation. Like looking out at I was at like Costco, and there's Halloween costumes, and we still like we're making progress as a society, but there's still a ways to go. You look at the kids' costumes, and there's little Wonder Woman for girls, and there's little Batman for girls.
Yep.
But there's no little Wonder Woman for little boys.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
And
There's
a lot of times, like the Batman for girls is like pink and gold or something like that. It's like
which some girls will love, but other
Some
girls
gir-
will
but other
resent
girls
being
just-
forced into.
yeah, I just want to wear the gray and blue suit. I just want to be Batman.
And I guarantee you, for Carol Danvers and for Captain Marvel, it's probably gonna be a lot of the same, And so I feel like companies like us and many other companies like Elhofer and others, like we have, I feel like a little bit of a cultural responsibility to help push that change.
I am excited to wear a lot of
that
Captain
change.
Marvel merchandise.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad that I'm so happy you have those amazing shoes. I will admit I'm a little sad that I can't have this amazing. I may have to
Well, there was
fake
the
something.
bittersweet. I got the Vans, the Captain
Yep,
Marvel Vans,
yep.
and it was bittersweet because
Got
there was
the,
a time where those wouldn't have existed. They wouldn't have.
Oh,
so good.
Oh,
It's a
fancy.
beautiful wallet.
There was a time where they wouldn't have existed. There was a time where they would never have been in my size.
Right,
And it's a little bittersweet that they made them available, but I could get them, and Jamie McKelvey, who designed the costume, couldn't. In part because, it's nice to feel special, but we want our heroes to make just as much money as everybody else's. Thank you. So please
Yeah.
make more merchandise.
Well, it's funny-
Chief says he's jealous of the shoes too.
Yeah, we're all a
It
little
was funny
jelly.
because after the initial sort of kind of dust settled about the Wonder Woman jacket, many women were very supportive, and they were like, "Yeah, guys should buy jackets." And then they were like, "Wait a minute, where's our jacket?" And so after we were able to, of course, properly launch the men's jacket, then we launched the women's cut at San Diego Comic-Con. We just released that at San Diego Comic-Con, and that all sold out. So
I'm going to catch it on one of these waves.
yeah,
I keep
yeah, yeah.
missing it.
So we actually have just a little bit more that came in that we are selling at New York Comic Con. So if you're there, definitely has an
We will
opportunity.
all be there.
the-
Yeah.
But that's been from dudes or from ladies. It's been very successful. So.
Yeah.
I am sorry you had to deal with all of that. Thank you for making.
Yeah, it was kind of a bum. It's a bummer for any creator that makes anything, and whether whoever it says, it's always a bummer to deal with negative comments, especially when
Yeah.
you just blood, sweat, and tears and toil over something. But at the same time, to see so many positive comments around it, and so many again, that those couples that would walk up and have that exchange, that meant a lot to me, to see that they're actually having meaningful conversation about what it means to have a hero, who's your heroes, why are they your heroes, and of course a great movie also helps sort of
Sure.
change that as well. So.
And also, I don't know whether you find this as a significant chunk of your customer base, but I work at a shop, and I have for many years, and you do I can't officially speak for them, but I have a lot there are a lot of gay dudes who love Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
and they have also not had anything cool and stylish to wear. So
I have a lot of friends I can back this up.
yeah, so the dudes with girlfriends and the dudes with boyfriends, everyone appreciates that this jacket exists. It is
Yeah.
good for everyone except jerks.
This is not for jerks. I don't know. I was gonna try and do a segue with jerks, but there's not a segue. Get your 5-minute topics in. We'll still be doing one of those at the end of the show with Tony here. But in the meantime, are we ready for a fashion?
Do we want to show some stuff? So
We have your Marvel line because your DC line is all already in New York, like we said earlier. But
And one more history question. I'm guessing, did the DC line come out of having that working relationship with Warner Brothers? Is that?
Yeah, so
neat.
it was great because when we reached out to Warner Brothers, they had some familiarity with me because of the cosplay stuff or
Nice.
the bags, and so that helped sort of get my foot in the door there. And so we launched with no plan B. It was we have to have the Warner Brothers license, or that's it. And fortunately,
And a license for folks at home is official permission to make this stuff.
Yeah.
It's harder to put together than you'd think.
Yeah.
It's
So, but they were really pleased and also saw that there was a need in the market. So we were grateful to be able to launch with them. And then earlier this year, we announced our Marvel license. And so we've just been we've been working fast and furious to get that launched, which is the first pre-orders launched at San Diego, and then we're also making them available at New York. So yeah, it's been a crazy year.
And just to put it out there because they're not here, and just so people, because I am no way I'm weirdly obsessed with your company. It was the Batman P coat. It was a Batman P coat, 2 Batman suit jackets, a Superman suit jacket, the Batman pants. the Flash
jeans,
hoodie,
yeah.
the Flash hoodie, the Green Arrow,
Green
Lantern, yeah.
the Green Lantern.
There's
Do
a
you need
Batman.
an
That's the
intern?
Batman
I
pea
have.
coat.
I may have a problem.
So we've got the Batman pea coat up on screen right now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see the.
look at that.
Who's that model?
Marlon. His name's Marlon Reed.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
I was hoping it was you. I don't know why.
It's not. It's
I
not.
know.
I wish that it were. It is.
And then I like that you did the gray and the black Batman jacket, depending on what vibe you wanted. The Underoos child in me was like very grateful.
And that symbol, yeah. Here's the gray Batman
Yeah.
pea coat.
It's got the
See,
yellow.
It's very subtle. You really don't see any Batman there, but then you turn it around and you have the Batman stitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
there's the bats in.
And that is Dark Knight Returns logo specifically,
no, it's a Batman v Superman, or that
Oh yeah, the big.
yeah, the blocky,
with
the
little-
blocky.
with the
Big
yeah.
Big bat little ears.
the fat logo as we call it. So
The fat logo, yeah. So we're going to do the fashion show.
I really like the Marvel stuff. I'm very excited for the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, and we can, like, while we're waiting for the models and everything, we can also go back. We have all the DC pictures already lined up. We can show every single jacket.
yeah.
So yeah, we put out the call hours ago to friends of ours to see who could show up, who could fit.
The bat signal went up.
Yeah.
The fashion
The
symbol went up.
W, the
WC,
the
yeah.
Wednesday Club signal.
So don't forget, get your topics in, because we're going to do a fashion show right now. And who's up first?
I believe.
Oh, apparently Chad has been losing it over the lack of a table. And we promise it's not gone.
No, it's not gone. It's just that we needed room.
We needed room for
First,
Eric.
we have Eric
Oh, yeah.
Go off the bat.
Yeah. So this is Erica's modeling our Avengers bomber, and
I'm dying.
you know, and this was one of our first sort of inspirations of creating, because of the Avengers. Besides it being so awesome, it's kind of this military themed piece, and everyone needs a good like bomber jacket in their.
I love this jacket.
And so this one features the Marvel zip pull. It's got the Avengers patch on the side, and then it's got the Avengers logo stitched on the back.
Oh, on the back, yeah, you got to show.
Oh, yeah, show that off.
And once again, you put it in the stitching. You didn't print it on.
Yeah, it's all stitched on there. And then the cool thing about this is that it's got multiple patches. There you go, where you can swap.
So you were C.
out.
Danvers,
You
but
were-
now you are.
Natasha Romanoff.
Oh!
So it comes with 5 different Avengers that you can sort of pick and choose your favorite Avenger to customize your jacket. And so this one we definitely wanted to include Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, because again, we want to be able to give dudes an opportunity, as well as of course females, but give guys an opportunity to show their support for Captain Marvel even before the movie comes out.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
What does the inside look like?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's like.
Oh, yeah, you've got an inside to this.
So all of our jackets feature multiple pockets on the inside, and so
Because you're awesome.
Pockets.
very practical. You'll show the inside of the logo as well. So, yeah.
Aw.
So again, we want to create something that we call it the second look, where you see a cool jacket, it has a nice shape and silhouette to it, but then upon closer inspection, you kind of see these Marvel call-outs, the Avengers, and you see that's the actual Avengers piece, and it's not just a cool-looking jacket. So,
And it's just a fashionable jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it feel? Is it comfy? Thank you. This is Erica Ishii.
Woo!
yeah.
Audience. Yay! So thank
Such
you,
fashion.
Erica.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bum, 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 bum.
I know we need our fashion runway music,
Yeah.
It's gonna be us just making,
Non-copyrighted
like,
fashion music.
Oh,
Who is this
and
lovely lady?
Who is this? Oh, it's my lovely wife, Brittany.
And Brittany is modeling a
She's such a good model.
I know it's a different version of the bomber jacket, and this piece we wanted to create something that, while most of our pieces are very subtle, we did want to create a piece that was a little bit more bold, made a little bit more of a statement. So this one has all the logos tightly integrated to create this sort of pattern, and so it has all the Infinity War heroes.
I see Doctor Strange. I see
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
is there an
I see
eye back
Black
on
Panther?
there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, there's the window.
Yeah, the
The seal of the Vishanti.
I mean, this has
There's
like
Star-Lord.
It's got Vision. It's got
Little shield.
It's got
I see
everybody.
Spider-Man.
Falcon. It's got everybody on there. And So, you know, this is again something
I love a
that's
sleeve zipper.
we wanted this piece to be like you can see it from afar and just see this sort of like kind of again a very cool looking jacket. But then when you get closer, you kind of see that this is like
Oh, there's a lot to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
You want to check it? Yeah. You want to show the logo? You want to show the logo off
Let's
inside as
do it.
well?
I can't do it as flourishy as
Yeah.
America, but let's try.
Ah, so good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm gonna steal this.
Okay.
Is it
Just rise off. Like, is that Brittany's car?
she's gone. I have to give Matt a ride home tonight. She's just gone.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So who did the design for that? Like, did you do the
Yeah.
design for the print and then you like
Yeah.
just acquisition the print? Or?
Yeah. So did the print, and that one I spent the most time out of all the jackets, just because of obviously the detailing on that one.
Sure.
And we went through a lot of iterations to be able to make a pattern is a lot harder than it looks because you can't make it for the entire jacket. You have to make it for a section and then repeat it, and the
Wow.
repeat has to be in a way that's not. If you don't do it correctly, it looks kind of like a tile or blockish.
Yeah.
And it looks obvious to the eye. Even though you wouldn't actually see it, you would sort of mentally see these sort of like grid marks, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, the effort to go into, it took a lot of time to just get it just right. And so I have like sort of, because of the time and effort, like that is one of my favorite pieces.
Yeah.
Because it just took so much time to get that.
Well, it also reminds me of like the way that they make superhero, which we've covered in this show before. The way that they make like superhero costumes for television is a lot of texturing, of using small symbols and large symbols to create contour and
Yeah.
texture. That's not a repeated pattern, but it is a pattern that doesn't become a grid or just become like a geometric shape, but instead just creates that wonderfully organic field around it. I really do like that piece.
That jacket's called our Avengers Assembled jacket because,
Nice.
it's bringing everyone together.
Yeah.
So,
They are literally assembled on that
literally all
jacket.
together.
And the first one was called the Avengers Bomber, or
Yeah, that's just our just a plain, simple Avengers bomber. So, yeah.
Now, do we want to bring on the next one?
Yeah.
I love this next one.
This is your favorite? 'Cause, yeah, we haven't hit my
I
favorite
think this
yet.
might be my favorite.
Everyone gets a favorite.
Yeah, I would wear this one so much.
Kale.
So we've got Kale.
Yeah.
Kale Anonymous.
the show,
Hi!
Kale.
Yay! It's about time we had Kale on. Yeah, we've always.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So back, we talked about growing up and all that good stuff. Back in the 80s, like my favorite, even though I was a little young for him, my favorite jacket, my favorite fashion symbol from the 80s and 90s was the classic members-only jacket.
Yeah.
And so they're called racer jackets. So so we knew that when we were doing Guardians, we wanted to do a retro racer jacket, basically. And so, because it's perfect for Star-Lord, perfect for kind of it's kind of bringing that sort of aesthetic kind of back into it. So this one does have a lot of the classic. This was the easy design because it's very similar to the original members-only jacket. But we brought in some like Star-Lord's style lines on the shoulders and the sleeves. Maybe a little bit hard to see on the camera. Also
I know
the back.
there's a little bit of the
Some of the patchwork.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
And some of his. So this is stuff that's taken directly from his costume in the Star Wars costume in the movie.
Can I show the inside now?
Yeah, let's do the
right.
inside. So,
Yeah, the inside is intense.
So yeah, the inside we definitely had to have the adventure and wonder of
oh wow.
the Guardians, and so.
I'm always a fan of a good liner because then you can just, if you're wearing your suit right, if it's just the right amount of wind, you just use a step into the wind. You just get that hint of color that pops open. And
Yeah. Oh, I love that
They're
too.
like,
Yeah.
who is she?
Who's that girl?
Did they give you access to like documents on the movie designs, or were you just kind of eyeballing
Oh
it
yeah,
based
yeah,
on?
yeah.
Cool,
yeah.
cool,
So
cool.
yeah, we get some insider information, which is great, and of course all the artwork and everything comes from Marvel, and so.
I love the color on those.
Yeah,
on those
can-
dresses.
Yeah, I love that.
Demonstrate like is
Actually, yeah,
can
can you do the-
close it? Is that a?
Do you want me to
is it
close
just
it?
a
Yeah,
full
two?
close.
hold on.
The full close.
Hold on.
Thank you for cooperating.
Glad you didn't say take it off, and we're like, all right, guys.
No,
you want
even,
it-
even
And what is the color?
Oh, you want it all the way up?
yeah, like
Ready for the-
the
You want a little
strap
button?
snap.
right here.
Where is
yeah,
it?
There's right
Where's
here.
the button?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah the wind strap for the.
Like, can you just cover your face up?
If you could just back out of frame.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Can you just take the jacket off
Oh,
and have it hover?
cool.
Is that a Doctor Strange reference? All right.
Yeah.
I never know with you.
You should assume that 90% of my references are probably Doctor Strange.
Fair enough.
So good.
Yay! Thank you, Gail. Thank you.
Bringing the 80s back, and so
Oh, all right. So what is
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever?
All right.
We got
Oh my God, this piece.
So
this
this
beautiful
is,
Black Panther dress. Yeah.
Black Panther dress, and so
Pockets. Pockets.
pockets. Anyone have a phone? Anyone have a phone?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, you gotta
you
gotta
got- yours
demo
phone's even
the
bigger.
how these pockets. So, one of the biggest things.
No
that-
way.
Whoa!
No way.
Where did it go?
And for guys who are watching, you do not understand what it's like to live in a world without pockets.
You don't.
You do not understand that. And so most guys think that, like all women's apparel have pockets, and many of them have fake pockets. But
What is even the point
Or
of that?
that pocket that's only big enough
yeah,
for like
that's what I'm saying.
half
Yeah.
a half
Like,
a string
for like-
cheese.
How much of my arm fits?
Oh my God!
so I made a discovery that most of the fashion world has forgotten or missed, is that women have hands. I know, it's shocking.
Sometimes two of them.
It's shocking, yeah. Most of them have like even two. And so, we wanted to, from very beginning, this was our third dress. We did a Wonder Woman dress, a Batman dress, and we all integrated the pockets. And the pockets have been like the talk of the, like whenever we go to a convention, and guys, you don't know this, but whenever we go to a convention, like the women just die over the pockets. And so, so
It's the best.
Girls just want to have pockets.
but anyway, so again,
cutouts are really
yeah. So we just want to make this a very subtle thing. That's again, if you know what Black Panther is, you might recognize it. If you don't, then it's just a kind of an interesting design. And want to make this is a very office-ready sort of piece. That's again, it's a high-low dress cuts, and it's made
And
of.
that refers to the hem at the
Yeah.
front and the back.
Yeah. And
So
then
it's got a little- yeah.
it's ponte material, which is nylon, rayon, and spandex, and so it's very stretchy. It's a comfortable.
Super
Yeah.
comfortable. I'm really not just saying that because
Yeah.
you're here. It's like another thing I'm going to steal.
But it has a lot of stretch. So it looks beautiful on all shapes and sizes. And we released this first as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Yeah.
Very popular. It sold out. So we brought a whole new collection or a whole new batch to New York Comic-Con, and so we're really excited to.
And is there any any sleeve detail or anything like that? Or?
No sleeve detail on this one. We had one on our earlier prototype, but it was problematic, and so we
I just want to make sure we're covering every single last possible base.
Well, and
on all of
my immediate thought is like a dress like this is that you could just do a bunch of jewelry and do some really
yeah.
immediately.
I think in regards to our pocket laughter, Jody Hauser's in chat going, "We laugh so we don't cry."
That's right.
Do you need to borrow tissue? Obviously, you can't carry any of your own, so you can. Yeah, sorry. It was
No,
there.
even when I was going through and pulling images this morning, like I found the one of I think the Batman dress on your website
Yep.
has a pocket and it's a close up of the pocket
With a-
and I
with a
pulled-
phone, like,
with
going
a
into it.
phone in it and I titled it Batman dress pockets but all caps. So I was like, oh my God, it's got like even as a man, I was like, oh, it's got pockets and it's a dress.
No, this was as a teenager working Ren Fair. Like immediately you get those Renaissance outfits. I'm like, where am I supposed to put anything? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like every girl working Ren Fair goes, yeah, how about that? And you're like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah, that's one day for you. That's every day for me. Yeah,
I can't carry anything. I have to have a sack. For
yeah. Look, I labeled it pockets.
Pocket.
We just
Amazing.
our Wonder Woman dress that has the pockets. We just restocked it today. It's going into New York Comic Con, but
I have to
if
be
you want a
right
woman
back.
woman
You have to be
dress, You need to buy it like soon. So
You don't have to.
We're
leave me. I
attacking.
just
We're
don't want to
attacking.
come.
Yeah, nothing. Unrelated phone call.
Yeah.
Black Panther out.
Wakanda forever.
hey, I need to take a picture of you in that before you leave.
It's
So,
really, yeah, you're really, with the boots,
the
it's
boots
kind of
are-
amazing.
so.
We did have a question, and is this by chance machine washable?
It is washable. We don't suggest you to dry it.
Okay.
Just because of spandex, nylon, that all like can pull really. If it dries too much, it can pull a lot.
Okay.
So it's better to dry clean. But if you're gonna wash it, lay it flat.
Oh, wait, we
I got you, Chad.
also get to do some adulting tips. There's just no damn reason to use anything other than cold water. I'm just putting it
Wait,
out.
really?
Yeah.
There's just no
Oh,
damn
yeah.
reason.
Well, white jeans.
White jeans.
Yeah.
Like, every now and then there are, but like
Underpants.
By the way, I also have to compliment you on your choice of socks because not everybody
Yeah.
like I'm a big fan of mismatching socks, and I don't
These
run
match.
Well, they do match, but like they complement. They're not. They complement.
Isn't it funny how, like, speaking back to the Wonder Woman cultural norms, how, like, socks are such a cultural, like you have to have matching socks. Like people wig out when they see.
I have been fighting that battle for for like 20 years.
Someone's about to break the Twitch
Yeah.
terms of service.
Yep.
Let's just do
Yep.
this.
Right there.
Oh, what is this kind of sock? I keep hearing people talking about these socks.
Which the?
Bombas.
Oh, they're just really, really comfy.
Literally yesterday.
They're really comfy, and then when you buy them,
Those
they
are
send
cute
they
as
send
heck.
socks to people who don't have socks.
But
They're
it's
really
just
nice.
funny how like
I'll give you a
we
fight.
all fall into this like social like cultural norms of like you have to wear matching socks. And
We do that, even though it would hurt literally
And as-
no one if
yeah,
we didn't.
nobody.
As a boy, there's so few ways to express yourself. I'm like, I have 2 options here. I'm
Yeah.
taking both of them.
Yeah.
That's the theme.
No, yeah, no.
And there's that
Definitely.
company that I think made a whole thing about a little mismatch
Yeah.
or whatever, something like that, where it's all different socks.
I also had a company that sends you 3 socks
Yeah,
instead of 2.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
they give you the. I had a whole set of those.
The only part of it that makes sense is that I can't wear like one long sock and one short one because then your feet are just mad.
Yeah, then it's just weird. Then you're
That
walking in
feels
circles.
Yeah, because like one side is heavier than the other side, and you just can't figure it out.
Yeah, there's just like temperature difference. It's no bueno.
Yeah,
I've been
chaos.
I've been trying to find old socks that don't have the spandex in them because I actually own a pair of really, really beautiful vintage sock garters, and I have nothing to use them with. There was a
sock
time.
garters. Oh,
There was a
my
time
gosh.
I have my grandfather's sock garters. They're amazing, but they usually require socks that didn't have spandex in them that wouldn't stay
Yeah,
up. on
because
their arm.
otherwise
There's a whole thing in Down with Love, if you've ever seen the movie Down with Love, where they're talking about his new socks that don't need sock garters, and it's really funny.
Well, now I can't wait to go watch Down with Love.
I want to watch it with you because
Socks?
it's a rom-com.
Imagine the world you live in where like you need extra like gear to hold your socks up. Like,
It's so amazing.
You should make a Hero Within sock garters.
yeah, I should do that. So.
Like
There's
Peggy
gonna-
Carter
They
sock
could
garters.
be like little yellow with a little yellow buckle, and then they go down to blue because then they're Superman sock because it's like the yellow belt that holds up the.
Wow. Wow.
Too
Wow.
much. Too much.
Well done.
I'm embarrassed now. Okay.
You should make a Batman utility belt,
Somebody's got to. I mean,
like a fashionable belt that.
Yeah, we that's how we kind of explain our Batman pea coats has like actual like square puff pockets on the inside.
Yeah.
Kind of mimicking the
classic.
utility belt. So we describe it as it's like the utility belt but on the inside.
And the pockets are yellow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The whole lining is yellow, but it looks like a utility belt on the inside. So
Awesome.
that's our thing.
I gotta say this next piece is at least on the I mean, like, I love your Batman dress. I think your Batman dress is amazing. But like this next thing that we're gonna see is actually one of my favorite pieces from your women's collection.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to put that out there. That
Here she comes.
Yeah,
that
come on
it's
in.
So this thing is so fucking badass. So fucking badass.
Straight from a life of espionage from the Mother Russia. Erica here. Thank you for modeling our Black Widow hoodie. So we are. I'm not totally hoodie averse. I just,
Yeah. No, nor
just
should
wanna-
you be.
This
I just wanna
this is a fashion hoodie though. Like, it's
Yeah.
really.
It's
Yeah.
a fashionable hoodie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our producer Liz is wearing it right now. She wears it often.
Yeah.
You want to come join us or no? Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
do now.
No, you got it. You got a Black Widow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
You gotta do the Charlie's Angels pose. Charlie's Angels pose. There you go.
I'm so happy. Yeah, this was one of my favorite things out of your current catalog. So.
Why is that?
And can we see you both turn around so we have Black Widow, Black Widow?
There you go.
Yeah. So good.
It's a cut. It's an unusual cut.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It uses
Thank you.
the iconography in a way that's both bold and subtle.
Yeah.
Which I really like. Where it's instantly recognizable. I instantly know what it is, but I could have also walked down the street and thought it was a happy accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really.
Yeah, because it has the widow
Yeah,
red on it, but like it's built into it in such a way that it looks like it's just a pattern. But like if
What was
you
that
know it's Black
inspiration?
Widow,
What-
it's really cool.
Like, how did you come up with, yes, crop hoodie, Black Widow? That, like, it's perfect, but how did you get there?
Yeah. I mean,
You're a superhero. Hi.
part of it is just that we want to create, right now the crop hoodies are so popular. I mean, they're just everywhere. And definitely want to create something that was for a little bit of a younger demographic that just want to be able to have fun, wear something that's fun and flirty, something that's feels very like modern. And so, I wanted to make something that was accessible to sort of like, all ages. And so, we just kind of ended up with this one. So I just knew kind of early on that the shape of the Black Widow logo, the hourglass, I think it's just perfect for a hoodie. It just was like,
It's amazing.
yeah, it spoke to me. So
It's such a fabulous piece.
Really.
Yeah, and so what was the decision to put Black Widow on the back? Because I don't know that you've done like.
yeah, I haven't done that, and so for us, we wanted to make something that's again, we were experimenting. We want to
You having fun, Eric?
having a little too fun.
So much fun.
I should have made it with like built-in like knives and like all kinds of. You can just like.
You still can.
Yeah,
It's your,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
your, it's your
Accessory
show.
kit. Accessory kit.
yeah. Like
I'm sure that's legal.
I should have made it with an inside pocket in the sleeve. I should.
Yeah, like a little ID, the little ID
yeah,
pockets.
Make an X-23 one.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
that's deep.
And you can pull your phone out from it, like, snick, here's my phone.
Information is the best weapon.
It's just solid.
Ooh, the
That's solid.
sleeves do roll up.
Oh, but you were saying the wording.
So we definitely want to, while we have a certain aesthetic, we want to experiment. We want
Sure,
to see
sure.
kind of, putting things like that on the back. We want to experiment with, everything from super subtle to sort of just very plain straightforward, and
Yeah.
just kind of see how, how the market responds to it. So while we have a certain look, we definitely want to expand and try different things. So.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. It really, for whatever reason, it works really well for Black Widow.
Yeah. Well, I just love the name altogether. It's just,
I love that we just got you the mug for 2 hours. I'm just so
Yeah.
excited that, like,
Yeah.
Erica, come mug for 2 hours, please.
And then it's got the A on the sleeve and everything. Yeah, it's a great. I love it. Yeah, every time producer Liz wears it, I'm like, yay!
Yeah,
makes me
it's
very
a really great piece, and it reminds me so much of like, because I don't know that much about fashion, so I get it like I get it when it filters into comics. So like when Chris Anka's doing style sheets for the Runaways and things, I'm like, that does look good. That's what actual humans are wearing out in the world, but he's bringing it into the comics, and it reminds me very much of some of those forward styles.
But you can be like Erica, like you can show the midriff, which is great. You can also do it where there's a tank underneath it. You could do a lot of variety of different ways, and so yeah, we wanted to make it fun. So
Can you do like?
Widow's kiss.
the widow's kiss.
All right.
Wait, we may have a request. Go ahead.
Oh, can you do like cheater guides to styling it? Is that on the website of like? This is a great piece. Here's some ways to wear it.
We don't have that on our website, but I think that'd be great.
Yeah. It must exist on
Some of
Pinterest
us-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone's figured it out.
We'll do a little chat window and have Erica on the other side of it.
Just-
So, like where you can click on it and then she can personal stylist.
Yay!
Honey, yes.
A little Erica Jarvis in the corner being like, good choice, but also.
Also consider this. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yay!
You're awesome.
None of us want to stop looking at that outfit. We're
I
like,
know,
think of more questions.
I love a crop hoodie. Crop hoodies are great, and like, I'm so glad they're coming
so
back.
now the opposite of crop hoodie.
This is another piece I really like.
I really love this piece.
This I probably wore at Comic-Con for like 20 minutes going, oh man.
Oh man.
All right.
I live in Southern
right.
California, I can't justify this.
So
Another
is
Wakanda
it
forever?
showing up on the TV?
The
We may need to
detailing.
get a little,
the
we may need to get a little,
You may have to come into it.
so it's all this beautiful
So we got another Wakanda Forever here. We got
This
Black
is-
Panther.
Yeah, this is a Black Panther car coat, as we call it.
Called it
coat?
car coat.
Car coat, because it's designed.
Actually,
to,
yeah, button the.
there you go. Yeah, button all
just
the way
to
up.
show
Yeah.
the lines are really. It's
So, car coats are similar to the classic overcoat, where it's something that you could wear over your blazer or over a sweater.
Yeah.
Something that's made to sort of kind of go over, but you can also wear it just straight as a coat. And so this is the classic long coat with a mandarin collar, and then the Black Panther detailing on the collarbone as well as on the sleeves. Again, it doesn't. I love that even the camera shows that it doesn't really scream it, and you can sort of. It's a classic silhouette.
That was me.
Yeah. Kale's screaming it, but the jacket's not screaming it.
well, and then you line it so well though. You really knew exactly how to line this coat.
Ooh,
It
what's
really
inside?
blew my
Show
mind.
the lining off.
You wanna?
You wanna?
Sorry, I'm sitting on the camera.
It's easy to do in that coat. You look so good in it.
I've yet to see anyone look bad in this coat too.
Yeah,
I watched a whole bunch of people at your booth try it on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I hope the camera picks this up.
Let's show the lining.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Wakanda forever!
Someone has- And we broke Liz.
Beautiful.
Let's see the inside. You want to try the
let's
inside?
do the inside.
Yeah.
Look at it!
Oh,
So we.
It's so amazing!
look at that.
Oh,
Look
so
at that
regal.
purple. I mean, like, the camera does not even do that purple justice, and it's still
it's
shining.
majestic, yeah.
It is a majestic, beautiful royal
Tuni-san says,
purple.
wow, I want that so badly
I
now.
know.
You are not alone.
I want this badly.
I love a good fashion.
So out of all of our pieces, that definitely elicits one of the biggest responses, you know, because
Yeah.
people they love that movie, and it's so significant for us in culture, and it made all the money.
Yeah.
Well, and I love the way, it just having it open, and one of the things I love about a long coat is if you just start moving around, you get those flashes of
Yeah,
purple. Like,
purple,
you just,
yeah.
just every now and then you just open the coat a little bit, and I know I'm making dance for us.
Yeah.
And just that little bit of purple is so much.
Wind.
If a giant fan had to
Michael
blow at
Jackson.
you.
Hey there.
And pockets, so many pockets.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Multiple pockets
Man,
on the
I-
inside and outside.
Like
so.
that in and of itself is worth it to me. Like I am such a pocket guy. Like I feel every pocket.
But this is one of those coats that you could wear to like an event. You go to a wedding. You could wear it out, and it doesn't look corny. You know, like
Yeah.
it actually looks.
It's a
like
nice-looking coat.
Yeah, it looks nice, and you know, you could look your age and be a fan.
And still there'll be like some 8-year-old kid will come up and be like, that's
That's
cool.
right. Yeah.
That's
give you
that's
one of
cool.
give you one of these.
Give you, and you're like, yes.
So.
This was one of my, I love this jacket. It's such a nice piece.
yeah.
Oh.
I'm afraid that I would not be able to pull it off, but maybe I'm wrong.
Why
Do
is
they,
that?
do they make
I don't know. I just like what's that?
Do they make it big enough for you would be the question.
I mean, that is the question.
Or a tall,
Do they
tall
make
man.
it big enough for me?
I think we do.
Look good with a scarf. You can do the whole.
It'll look like a normal jacket on you, though.
Yeah.
It looks like a crop
A
hoodie.
crop top. It's a
Yeah.
crop top.
It looks like the Black Widow one, like the Black Widow crop top on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one actually is the most forgiving for if you have height because of the length of the coats.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
I could pull that off.
no,
Yeah.
good coloring.
Purple's good on me. Yeah.
Purple. I love purple. I'll wear
Yeah.
purple on anything.
Thank you, Kale. Now let's. Is it time for my lovely wife Brittany once more?
This one's super cool.
Straight in
This
from
one's also
Asgard.
super comfy.
Yeah.
I love this one.
This one is so subtle.
Right.
Oh my God.
I love how subtle this one
Brittany's
is.
modeling our Thor hoodie.
Thor hoodie.
This is a classic puffer jacket, is what they call them. It's kind of
Because it's made from puffer fish.
yeah, puffer.
I fill it with tiny fish.
And so again, something that's very subtle. We wanted to just kind of take the general sort of color. Oh, look at that!
Good work, Chief. Good work.
Oh my
And if
God.
you can make your eyes light up, that would be great. This has the classic puffer sort of design with the. You caught here. You caught. I fixed you.
Thanks, Papa Tony.
I'll free you. Sorry. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
But it's got wool sleeves and
with a kind of a chainmail, they've got a
yeah.
real texture to them.
So when we found this knits, this was like we knew this was like going to be the right knit for the Reflectors chainmail. And then the hood serves as kind of the touch of the cape.
this was.
the shape of the hood too.
Yeah.
It's not too big, it's not too small
Oh,
for
wow.
the back.
Yeah.
But I almost put on it a drawstring that had a drawstring guard that kind of were the cylinder
2-cylinder.
deal. I was like, I don't know. It kind of felt like
It might have been
a little
too
much, you know?
Yeah.
Because I had these copper cylinder, the drawstring guards. But it felt like a little too much. We left it off this iteration.
I really like this one because this balance, at least, I mean, from as a fan of your work, I've found that this piece really balances that perfect line between being a really unique piece that it's subtle about what it is, but it's not subtle as a piece of clothing. If that makes sense. And
This is it's very subtle as far as a Thor piece, a Marvel piece would be
Yeah,
concerned.
like anyone who wasn't like a huge fan would.
Yeah.
Oh, she's wearing like a cool looking hoodie.
Yeah, we had several people come into the booth who they weren't like necessarily big comic book fans. They liked the jacket, so they just wanted to order the jacket. So that's a big compliment to us that they just want to buy the design of it.
It's a really lovely and
You guys want to see me do push-ups?
Get swole. Get swole.
I like the inside of this one
Yeah,
too.
you want to
Can
show
I
it?
show it
Yeah,
off?
let's show it.
Yeah.
Set off.
This is
There
this
are
is one of my
total
favorite.
of how
God.
many pockets on
Forgot
this?
about the
6 pockets?
Yeah,
4 inside, 2
six
on the
interiors, I
outside?
think. Yeah.
Yay.
The
Awesome.
lightning.
I love
God of
it.
thunder.
It's very toasty too. It's very warm.
Yeah,
I
it
love
actually is very warm. So this has been a very popular order for anyone in the northeast, sort of, because even though it's still classified as a light hoodie, it's very insulated because of the interior puffy insulation as well as the wool. It's very insulated. So
Yeah, I love this one. I really want this one.
Another thing I really like about this is using knit wool to fake chainmail is that's actually how they do chainmail in film often. Like most of Game
Really?
of Thrones is just knit. It's just
Really?
it's all knitted. It's all
Still warm, but not as heavy.
well. It's also it's stretchy. It's I mean like it's not 80 pounds of metal. It's just you can just throw basically what is a sweater on somebody.
Yeah.
And they kind of spray paint it chrome and then rub it out and then it looks like chainmail.
Yeah.
But like that's literally how they like that's what Game of Thrones chainmail looks like.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's Googleable. You can Google it.
Thanks,
I
Brittany.
talk to the computer.
Yay!
Or Odin.
This is our last one, I think.
I think
This
so.
might be our.
I think so. Yeah, this is our last piece. Yeah.
This is-
Bring it home for us, Kale.
This is so subtle.
Yeah, this is really
so
subtle.
our Captain
too.
America military
Wow.
jacket, and this is basically a field coat. And so we knew when we made Captain America, obviously was going to be at as he is the emotional sort of center of the current MCU universe. This piece, this was one of our early inspirations. This has, and I don't know if the camera can
we back up?
This also has, careful the table. This also has
There you go.
the star pattern
look
that's
at that.
currently on Captain America's uniform is reflected on the stitching of this jacket on the outside. So again, hard to see a little bit on the camera, but I promise you it's there. And this one also has the name plate on the breast pocket as well as the American flag patch, and it comes with the Captain patch as well as the Steve Rogers patch.
Like an S Rogers.
Is it S. Rogers, right?
S. Rogers, yeah. So it's got multiple
I
patches.
I really like the asymmetrical pockets on the breast pockets that are slightly asymmetrical. Are really like I like the way that they kind of it feels like it gives a line to the upper torso piece of the costume.
Is it in my pocket somewhere?
What, the S. Rogers?
Yeah. So, it's in the front pocket. If you just right underneath the Captain
There's
patch,
so many pockets. It's
right
like,
underneath
look
the
at
name
this
patch.
one.
Yeah.
You got a little.
Oh, I love a
Well,
good
you're
sleeve
hiding
pocket.
it from the camera. There you go.
Look at that.
Sleeve pocket.
You silly
I
Billy.
think under the
Even that's
the
lined?
pocket under
That's
the name
amazing.
patch.
Yeah, look under Captain.
Yeah, I think it's there. I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So you can rip that off and put the other one on there.
Oh, so
Captain S.
good.
Rogers.
Oh, so cool. I love that.
Don't mind me.
I'll
And the best part is that
Don't mind
I
me.
already said that one.
it's really easy now to order your own custom patch online.
I was going to say I've done that before.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've
Oh, yeah.
actually ordered those patches from
It's
myself
like
before.
$5. You can put your own name in, so you can actually further customize it if you want to. And
Or could I put like Doctor Strange on there,
Yeah,
like Dr.
for sure.
Strange?
Yeah.
Or
Like-
Strange
Or,
PhD?
or S. Wilson,
yeah.
since that's also.
So certainly in the Avengers bomber that has.
But why would I want to do that if I could do Strange?
God, you are just so deep into it, aren't you? At this point, there's no getting you out of.
There's not.
Would it be Doctor S. Strange? Or
Well, that's what I'm at. Like, would it
S.
be
Strange.
Doctor Strange, or would it be Strange, PhD?
S. Strange, PhD.
That
yeah.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that one.
S. Strange.
And
PhD.
so like on the Avengers bomber, that'd be perfect because
Yeah.
the Avengers. And
God, it's such.
Thank you, Chief. Thank
And
you.
what does that one look like inside?
Yeah.
I know you
Oh, I
just
just
closed it.
I know.
I'm
It looks
sorry.
so good. It really looks.
No, but it's really warm. It's nice
It
and
is.
warm.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
they're very
Oh, I
insulated.
love the stitching on the. Look at the stitching. on
Yeah,
the
it's got
pocket.
his.
Ah!
It's got his.
did I miss that?
stitching that.
Wait,
was
does
on
it really?
Yeah, it's got the stripes.
So
It's
the-
Oh, that's so
asymmetrical
cool.
stripes, yeah. Again, can't see it on the camera, but
It's very hard to see on the camera,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah, before you
that's
leave,
wonderfully
maybe
subtle.
we can put it on the close-up camera real quick.
Oh,
the shield.
oh wow, we're both going to get God.
Multiple 2 zipper pockets on the inside as well as bottom tech pockets.
It's
So.
amazing. Oh my God.
What do you call those skinny pockets?
Tech pockets,
Tech
like
pockets.
for phones or anything like
Nice.
that. Functions,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love you got the
Yeah.
dog tag.
Kale knows how to do this.
Solid.
I don't wear jackets. I just wear them over my shoulder. It's cold all
I was
the
going
time.
to say it's
but-
California. This is
So-
as close to property.
So our tagline is timeless fashion for timeless fandom, and this idea that we're not trying to create like this crazy runway look. We're trying to take like the timeless
basic,
classic
yeah.
looks that never go out of style, the denim jackets, blazers, pea coats, field coats, and then integrate the fandom into it, because we want it to be a style that you could wear forever.
Yeah.
But then also a style that's is very like beloved, that also feel like that will be around for a long time.
Yeah. Kale, on your way out, could you go to the close-up camera and maybe show the pockets off a little bit?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stitching on the pockets.
Oh, that's
is so
stitching.
cool.
Stitching on the pockets are back. It's gonna be.
There you go.
Wow.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just because that star is so amazing.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and turn around, Mr. Anonymous.
Oh, nice. That was a nice turn.
It's a good turn, sir. Yeah.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Oh, look at that.
You turn around daily, if I remember correctly. If I know you as well as I think I do, Kale, you turn around daily.
But that stitch design is identical to his stitch design. It's on his current uniform. Without the vacant star. Yeah. So this is kind of like Infinity War inspired, and will be perfect for as the next movie comes out.
Yay!
I did see one person asking, where can they order these?
Great question. If you go to MySpace and go to, no, just kidding. No, you can go to.
Who are your top 7 friends? There's a quiz.
Yeah. So you can go to herewithinstore.com. And we also are on social media and all that, but Here Within Store is where you can go and pre-order. And the whole collection is going to be available in about a month. About the nice. Avengers Assemble!
Yes!
Yay!
I love seeing awesome people in clothes. Look at man. This is look out. This is
fan album.
getting out of control.
It's a cover. It's a CD cover.
Mug.
the boy band.
Mug.
That's right.
Avengers the boy band.
Bad one.
Don't look in the same direction. Everyone look in different
Right.
directions.
Optimal angles. Optimal angles. Find your optimal angles.
Ooh.
good
Brittany's
group,
Professor X all of a sudden. Yes.
This is killing me.
Professor X does sound like Tick.
You're all amazing. Thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Thank you all for coming in to do this for us. This is amazing.
Yeah, y'all look awesome.
We feel awesome.
Yay!
Away.
Away! Avengers! Away!
Avengers,
Yay! That's right. Captain America flies just like that, Kale.
What are the size ranges on these in general?
extra small, all the way up to 3XL.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you got a 3XL.
Cool.
We've got 3XLs.
Wow,
So-
that's amazing. Like, not most people kind of like stop at 2XL, I think.
Yeah, in some of our styles, we actually have 4. Our Superman blazer goes up to 4XL. So.
Wow.
I know that means a lot to people.
Yeah. It's been, we did our original Batman collection. Our Batman blazers ended at 2XL. And then, just fan response, hey, we want more variety. So we expanded to 3XL and then 4XL. So we definitely want to serve our family as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have the DC stuff, but Chief, if you could just like throw some of the DC pieces up, and we'll just talk about those real quick.
Yeah. Our Superman blazers. We have a blazer section, so you can even you can look at those, or peacoats or anything else you want to look at. That'd be great.
Yeah, like we'll just talk about them as you throw them up, Chief, like so that you're not having to dig. Yeah. So there's the Superman piece.
Oh, wow.
So because this piece means so much to me because it really, like I said earlier, it really launched our whole collection. Was that very first Superman blazer, and we had a really tough time getting it launched. Or actually getting it manufactured for a number of reasons I won't go into, but we were able to finally launch it, or it actually arrived for San Diego Comic-Con as the 80th anniversary blazer. So it was perfect timing because it's celebrating 80th anniversary. There's a special tag in there that's specific to the 80th anniversary. And so the fact that we could celebrate this blazer this year during that, and it was on display at the DC Comics booth, and it will also be on display at the New York Comic-Con DC booth. And so, very special piece to me. And, so it was great.
Yeah, I saw it at San Diego. I saw like you had like the DC booth had like some of your pieces in there. I was like, whoa, that is a huge endorsement.
Yeah,
like,
it was
Did they contact you about that, or was that something that you arranged with them, or?
Yeah, they were. We're always talking back and forth with that team's great, and I really have enjoyed working with the DC team. They really want to do whatever they can to bring new merchandise to the fans, and so even at that booth, they really want to bring what's the latest and greatest for their customer base, and so so we've been collaborating all year long. We've been collaborating about different ideas, and so they're so generous to host us in their booth, and along with some other great merchandise, and so they've been awesome. So
That's awesome. Chief, do we have any other there's the Flash cardigan.
hoodie.
Oh, there's the Batman
the Batman.
denim jeans.
the Bat Butts.
Bat butts.
Yeah.
That's great.
So that also has the Batman logo stitched on it as well. Funny story about this: so those jeans are a cotton spandex blend, so they are stretchy jeans, which is really great. But when we designed the logo on it, it actually was more subtle than even what you could see on that screen. But the problem was that when you're showing it off, people are they're staring at your butt for a long
You're like,
period of
look at
time.
this design.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
like, I just need to
Yeah.
stand still.
And they're getting creepily low to your butt. So we were like, we should make that more obvious. And so we last second changed it to a much brighter gray because it removed a little bit of the awkwardness when you're
So that you could admire the bat from a distance.
Yeah,
without getting
yeah.
right into somebody's business.
Yeah, you don't have to stare at the business.
But no one's
jump on the caboose.
But no one's created jeans styled for DC or Marvel and like that. So
Do you have plans to do more properties in the jeans line?
Absolutely,
or-
yeah. I actually have prototypes of many jeans already, but it just jeans are a tough, as you see, when you even go online, there's not a lot of jean places.
Yeah.
Like when you go to your favorite online stores, there's not a lot of jean options because jeans are hard to sell because of, you typically want to try them on. And then on that, but there's a pretty large size range. And so it's a tough merchandise to sell. But when we sell it at the shows, it does very well because you can come and try them on and all that. But online, they're difficult to move just because it's not our natural inclination to buy a higher price per piece that you can't try on like jeans. So, but I have a lot of prototypes for a lot of different of the heroes, and so my dream is to release all the heroes.
Well, once you've got us all hooked and we figure out what our sizes are, then it becomes an easy impulse buy from that point forward.
Yeah. I mean, the second you put Doctor Strange on anything, I will buy it.
You are such an easy sell.
I'm an easy sell when it
The
comes
Doctor
to that.
Strange lobby is here.
Yeah.
Just to remind you.
There's 3 of us.
There's several more now.
Well, I hope so.
That reminded me, we were talking about what we could do special for Doctor Strange and do some sort of glowing, logos, something like that.
Keep talking.
But what we had thought of later was, when we showed you the Avengers assembled jacket with all the logos. We thought, wouldn't it be fun to, when people walked outside, half the logos disappeared, from the sun.
Almost kind of like a hypercolor.
Well, just they sort of faded from when UV light hit it.
That's so messed up. That's so great and so messed up.
Like the Black Star album, David Bowie Black Star album.
Yeah. But
Wait,
then
what?
If you take Black Star, the Black Star album, David Bowie, and you take it
Reveal the
outside, the
UV.
star disappears and turns
Yeah.
into a universe.
What?
But it would be cool
can
to
do it.
have
It's
half
the
the
thing.
logos disappear on the jacket.
Yeah.
If we didn't know
Thanos special?
we didn't have that kind of lead time. But I'm we could
That would've
come up
been
with a
amazing.
Thanos special that kind of has
If you could, and only the ones that disappeared in the movie.
Yeah,
disappeared on
wouldn't
the. That would be
It's a
super.
spoiler
cool.
we weren't
That's so
privy to
hot.
that kind of information early on, but
See, that's the
would be
thing. They have
fun
to give you
be able
spoilers for you to be able to even think about that.
Yeah, because it takes us 6-8 months to come up with the piece and stuff.
There, but
it
you
would
could
be-
maybe have the SDCC 2019 special.
Yeah.
Or you could do the
Thanos
10th
edition.
anniversary of Infinity War, just reissue the jacket with the
With the UV.
You could also do nice, comfortable gloves, but Infinity Gauntlet-esque.
Yeah.
you've
already thought of that, but-
You have needs. I can tell.
Yeah. No, I love wearing gloves.
What would you like to see as Doctor Strange is kind of a tough one. So what would you like to see a Doctor Strange manifest as? What kind of
For
jacket?
So my mom and dad are watching, and for my wedding when I married Brittany, my dad actually special ordered a Doctor Strange bow tie that he wore for the wedding. Like it was a woman in Russia, I think, made it, and then that was one of his gifts to me. Was like, I wore this at your wedding, and now it's yours. But it doesn't like my problem with bow ties is that most people sell them already made, and I actually like to tie my own bow ties. I feel like I'm cheating otherwise.
It's a hard knot, man.
It's a tricky knot, but once you get it, it's like, oh yeah, I can do it. It took me 3 hours to learn how to do it, but
what was the detailing on it?
it was just like panels from a comic book. Like it was relatively straightforward in that way.
Yeah.
But like I would just love to. I don't know. Like I've always
Cloak of Levitation scarf?
Well, actually, have you ever seen the?
cool.
I mean, like we've talked about. I can't.
Scarf
believe
of
we did
Levitation. Well done, Chief.
The Straczynski book for all of it. The Straczynski Doctor Strange for any of its pluses and minuses does have instead of the
beautiful coat.
It's a deep crimson London fog trench coat that's pretty spectacular.
It is beautiful.
Okay.
That's got a nice big flow to it and lots of little buckles and bits.
This is not about Doctor Strange, but Constantine.
I mean, like that is the
Constantine
classic
French.
London fog.
Yeah.
Fog jacket.
But specifically one that is Hellblazer, you should make.
Somewhere Danny Carr just looked at the sky and went, "Someone's talking Constantine."
Yeah, she's bleeding from the ears.
Spiders.
Oh my God, Chief, we're all on the same page. This is so nice.
Yeah.
Like a scarf of levitation would be cool. Like, I mean, just like I've always just wanted like a nice, like button up that has just like the anomaly rue on it. Like the seal of the Vishanti.
Yeah.
But like very subtle. But like the.
Oh, the seal would look good on a back.
The seal would look good on the back of just like a blazer, but like what you're saying, the Straczynski's, what is that, Beginnings and Endings, I think is the name.
His is a little flouncy in my opinion, but it definitely is the beginning.
Agreed,
of
but
an interesting idea.
His look is tricky because he's very eclectic, and he's modern yet he's also ancient.
They brought him
it's
down
like
to earth for Straczynski. I think they didn't do anything beyond this one book with this look, and they kind of tried to put him in a suit, which I really liked.
Yeah. And the Eye
very end,
Agamotto is a tricky logo. It's a tricky logo to pull off, and so.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it here for you. Just
the official logo for Marvel is the window, and so.
Yeah,
that's
that's the basics. Like it's.
Yeah, you can see it's a little.
Yeah.
It's a little more down to earth.
It definitely has more Asian inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a big push in that direction. I know that you want Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but like, what's funny is that like you ask, and I was like, oh, this is my chance. I don't. Oh God, I don't know. What do I
His
want?
job is hard, it turns out.
I like really flouncy stuff, and I've always wanted something very Kirby to wear. That because I like floral text. I like floral brocades, and I like a lot of texture. And I like a lot of color.
Yeah.
I've always wanted Kirby, like a
God,
Mr. Miracle suit, or
Oh yeah.
Like if you could do like Kirby
Kirby dots.
lines in the stitching, that would be.
A big Barta jacket.
Barta.
I would do Mr. Miracle big Barta suits would be amazing.
It's unfortunate that the universe has not played out the way we've all wanted it, because I think something Big Barda would be.
In theory, they have a movie coming. Ava DuVernay is supposed to be making
No,
it, so they might need to call you.
Yeah.
And we got a little bit of the Kirby design in the Eternals and in like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, and in Thor Ragnarok, it was all over the place.
It was like
nothing
but
the Kirby lines were everywhere.
Kirby stuff.
And side note, did you hear there's a director for the Eternals movie?
Oh
which
yeah.
is apparently really
I
happening?
have no idea what that's going to look like at all.
Can't wait. I bet it'll.
Chloe Zhao?
Chloe Zhao.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with.
She's
her
an
work.
indie director, but she's been signed on to do an Eternals movie, like for real.
I bet it'll probably be based on the Gaiman take.
That's the thought at the moment, but it's tough because they're doing like all the stuff they've done in the movie. Yeah, who knows? But I don't know. Yeah, it could Guardians of the Galaxy out and get really crazy and great.
Oh, of course it.
It's going. It has to.
It will.
There's no way that
Colors
it has
everywhere.
to. Yeah. They're only going to keep expanding that universe, and so.
Well, does the chat have any thoughts?
Yeah,
or
we
suggestions?
I'm kinda curious.
Although I'm curious, like, what do you really hope that you get to work on that you're like don't mind saying out loud that you'd be like, I'd love to do X?
Yeah. Well, of course, we have some plans in the work for Captain Marvel, and so very excited about that. And we have a Shazam piece we're also coming out with too. So yeah, we're excited.
Both very
All the captains.
Yeah.
All the Captain Marvels.
Yeah, all the captains. That's right. We love our captains. So yeah, I mean, all the movies that are coming out, they're just. I mean, it feels like the possibilities are endless. You know. So,
Yeah. Yeah, if you could make like a
Well, I mean, like,
Seal of the Shanty bow tie, I would be all about it.
and like my immediate
wear it
thought was
every
looking at
day.
that Superman suit was like, I just need to find a nice pair of blue pants and then a red shirt and a yellow tie and just kind of put the whole thing together. And
Yeah.
be wonderfully obnoxious. Or you could do Death of Superman with a black tie. It's red shirt and black tie.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what Doctor Strange would work? Would be like a nice like sort of like an Oxford button-up, but has like very light blue shading where like his blue kind of demon is. You know what I'm talking about? Like that could be, but that's
With a black
very
shirt,
comic book
black shirt
specific.
and a metal tie cover. I've got a whole thought.
A lot of love for
Damn.
the pockets. And we do have an interesting question. Running Fool is playing to the audience here a little bit. Yes, hi, how about an image line leading with, say, Wickdiv?
Oh, no.
Are you familiar with the Wicked and the Divine?
A little bit.
It's
but
so deep.
yeah, that is deep.
I in no way just read the new issue this morning. That did not happen. It's so good.
It's about a line of immortals who get reincarnated, gods and goddesses who get reincarnated every 90 years, live for 2 years, and die. And this round, they're pop stars.
Oh.
They all have a lot of really interesting looks and a lot of interest. And then also the artist who's the main artist on the book is very fashion. He's actually the artist who designed the current Captain Marvel costume with the red and blue, and very fashion conscious. And all of he does a lot of character redesigns that are just really stunning and really. He takes spandex and then turns it into something that you would actually want to wear.
Yeah.
And like he did the Young Avengers run a few years ago, which is some of. Oh my God, I would kill for Young Avengers outfits of like he redesigned the Hawkeye outfit beautifully.
Oh, an America Chavez jacket that we could wear.
Oh, America Chavez. Oh my God. Speaking of denim.
Do you have any weird comic book faves that you hope make it to the movies specifically so you can do their lines?
Oh gosh, yeah, of course. I have a great Supergirl dress in the works. Again, we'd love it to have that supported by a Supergirl movie, which of course they just announced that they're starting to, I guess, focus that direction, develop that direction,
Lean that direction.
Yeah, so I would love to see that. She's actually my favorite out of the CW family. So yeah, so I would love to see, that developed. And again, because of Superman, it's my fave.
Awesome.
You have something that you're.
I just had an interesting idea because one of the other things I love is reissuing. I love that. I know that it was kind of a happy accident that you did 2 runs of the Flash.
Yeah.
Buddy, because.
Yeah.
But I would love if you ever decide to do like a little micro run of any of your Superman stuff in Bizarro colors, and do the purple, blue, do a Bizarro Superman with the reverse logo. Just because you can use it's a similar cut just with a different color palette.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like Bizarro Superman. I really enjoy this game. I don't know why. This is so
Well,
delightful.
you're so like fashion conscious, like in a way that I have no access to. Like I just I am not a fashion
I'm
person.
always happy to dress people. It's always pleased. I take people out shopping a lot. It's one of my favorite things to do.
There's of course we have some Iron Man pieces that are in the works as well, and there's a few. Batman is such a fun property to work with because the logo is so fun. Like inside, outside, there's so many applications for it, so many different ways to express Batman. It's endless. I mean, as far as that logo is so iconic, and it's so iconic that even if you're not a fan of comic books, you default to Batman. Like, it's everyone, he's so beloved by everybody. So even when people come by the booth and you have fans bringing their parents in or their significant other that's not necessarily a big fan, they just gravitate towards Batman. And so, so Batman I would love to just continue to develop the Batman line. And next year is his 80th anniversary as well. And so we want to come out with a piece that reflects that as well. So we have something in the works.
There's also so many sub characters in there because you can do the Batwoman with the different color. You can have a Robin.
Make
Robin.
Batwoman stuff that dudes can wear.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Red bat logo.
We get a lot of Nightwing requests.
I can imagine.
That's been big.
That could translate very easily.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So we get a lot of that. We also get a lot of crazy suggestions. We get, let's see what we've got over the years. We've gotten very specific requests. So we had someone that's they work in a laboratory all day, and they wanted to create a line of lab coats.
I was literally just thinking,
Maybe that was you.
Dr.
Villain
Strange
wear.
lab coat.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
Well, this
cool.
one was-
After he says what he's going to say, I'm going to say Dr. Strange lab coat, and then you were like lab coat, and I was like, oh.
This one was for Barry Allen lab coat.
Ooh.
So they were wanting that one, which is that's very niche to do lab coat.
That's pretty cool.
very
though.
cool, but it's very,
Very
niche.
niche.
Then there was we had an Aquaman wetsuit, an actual wetsuit for Aquaman.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty
so
cool.
and we do have some Aquaman stuff in development. We've gotten a number of just very creative. We get a lot of requests when you're doing clothes like this, which I love. Honestly, going to cons and getting the direct feedback from customers is really the most valuable thing that we can get. So whether it's
Well, that's your demographic.
yeah. So
X-Men Black and Gold, I suppose, is also one that probably comes up a lot.
yeah, for sure.
gold.
Yeah, for sure. You know,
Oh,
it-
man, X-Men jacket would be great.
yeah, that has been under the Fox license.
Sure.
And so, but now that the Disney deal, that will take some time for it to trickle down to us. But because of anything Fox, Sony is basically off limits.
Oh, yeah, because I guess you couldn't really do a Spider-Man.
Yeah, we can only do Spider-Man under the Avengers Infinity War license, which is why he's on the Avengers Assembled jacket. But we currently can't do a separate Spider-Man because it's under Sony. So it's all complicated
man.
licensing stuff. But hey, in a year they'll own Sony as well. So,
Yeah, Disney's buying everyone.
yeah.
This is why there's no good Ghost Rider leather jacket yet and things like that, or
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Garth McMurray wants Doctor Strange scrubs for nurses and doctors.
Yeah, scrubs.
Oh yeah.
Doctor-
We definitely
Doctor Strange
get
scrubs.
We do get different scrub requests and other type of medical, requests. But yeah, that'd be great when those Doctor Strange scrubs. That would be awesome. So
Night nurse for actual nurses.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm like I can't think past what I want for Doctor Strange. Like I'm
you
mad at
really
myself that I don't know that answer immediately.
We should actually work out. Let's like. I know we have no time, but we're gonna have a little bit of time at New York Comic Con. Do you want to like hit Pinterest and try and do some Doctor Strange bounding? Like we can like figure out some Doctor Strange bound with you.
You come up with some good ideas, and we'll collaborate on something.
Oh man,
Yeah, we'll do something.
I will.
And you too.
Don't even. That's
Yeah,
don't.
come up
you
with
just opened a can of worms with Taliesin. Like,
Middle of the night, all the ping, ping, ping.
Oh man, like I own some.
what
own
have I
some
done? You're apologizing to your wife.
I'm sending
so
you 15
sorry.
samples of mermaid sequins. See if there's a color combination you like. Yeah, no, I've got problems. But
We do have speaking of mermaids, we have a Mira sweater in the works. So the scales and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
neat.
And we may have a Captain America sweater available at New York. So that's all.
I mean, like we're going to be stopping by your booth in New York anyway. I mean, that's.
You know, like I
inevitable.
do think like a. I'm so sorry. Like a Doctor Strange like sweater would be cool. Like
He's
just
redirecting. The
like
redirect.
a dark blue Doctor Strange sweater with like the Doctor Strange demon kind of very lightly etched into it. Like
Sweater
maybe,
would be cool because I feel like he kind of has that very rich materials. It's very like cozy and
I feel like he would wear turtlenecks.
turtle.
Oh, I would listen. I'll wear a Doctor Strange turtleneck. Listen, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Will you wear a Doctor Strange turtleneck?
Listen?
Okay,
I'll do
I'm
it.
excited for this bounding theory. I'm like, I really want to like play with this.
Well, that's like at Ren Fair this past year. Like it was like, let's go find a way to make you look like Renaissance Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, it was great. And we got you that crazy.
And then I ended up buying pieces because someone had done like a Wonder Woman outfit, and I was like, I need that. All right.
Back in the day, someone made a Renaissance Robin outfit. That was one of my favorite. They got like the red doublet with a green shirt.
That
and
is
like a little black and yellow hood, and then like made a little thing. It was so good looking with like yellow toggles.
But you know, on our website, on every page at the bottom, there's like a info at herewithinstore.com, and you can submit it, or you can just email us. We thrive off of feedback from fans, and so even for anyone that's watching, if you have an idea, you have something you're passionate about, you want to see, just like we discussed, I would love to see this character seen this way. Like we want to hear that because it really does help us figure out what we want to make for our fans, because it like you said, it's our company was made by fans, it's for fans, it's with fans, and so yeah, we definitely want to get that feedback. It's really important.
For fans, by fans. be for fans by fans.
Yeah. Well, and it's just such a good sign also, especially
Ooh,
of the
Dwarfomaniac Sorry says, what about DC bombshell jackets?
Oh,
That would be a good one.
that's a
Bombshell
great
jackets
one.
would be great. Yeah.
That's a great one.
Good call.
that's
Good.
really solid.
Oh, that is.
I know this entire episode I was going, yes.
Yeah, sorry that our entire episode has devolved into, oh, maybe this? Oh, maybe this?
This is
there
everything
any-
the Wednesday Club is for.
Are there any pieces that we loaded up that we haven't talked about that we might want to take a look at? Or do we think
Do we have the Batman dress? Because I like your DC dresses.
I do. I pulled every image from your website
So the
for our
DC dresses,
Tradcast.
I really-
So like, yeah.
I
Look
don't
up
know where
DC,
the
couple of dresses-
Batman dress.
Yeah. The Wonder
Chief.
Woman and Batman dresses are.
Thank you, Chief. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Well, I also
And we have a line of
I didn't know
button-down shirts too. So.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah, we've got the button-down shirts. Yeah, I'm part of your company now, I guess.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, there's the Wonder Woman dress.
and
the
apparently they
Batman
have
one.
pockets.
Yeah, they also have pockets.
Yeah, they do. You
Yeah.
can see it on the
Right.
Wonder Woman
Yeah.
there.
And then on the top of the hips of the Batman.
Oh my
I collaborated with Katie L. Hoffer. She's such a talented designer.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, and so we worked together on this, and she's, just,
I love their stuff as
yeah,
well.
she's incredible. So, but the Batman dress is currently sold out, but the Wonder Woman dress we just restocked, and so
It's
but
beautiful.
yeah, they've been super popular, and I love seeing the ladies come in and they just like you're responding, they just melt
there's the
inside.
Batman
and it
dress
just,
again.
Oh, there we are. Yeah.
you
With
know,
the-
and we just it makes me. There's nothing more fulfilling than to see, as we describe it with our team. All we want to do is help people find what they've always wanted. Like that's what we want to do. And so when they see something that they want it and they love it and they leave the booth so happy, there's nothing more rewarding than that.
That dress wants gloves. That dress wants long, like maybe,
Infinity Gauntlet gloves?
No, like fingerless.
No.
No, it just wants. Yeah.
And that dress, we have a version of it that is a Batgirl inspired version. And so as soon as we can kind of get a movie or something going on with that, it would be great to see like the deep purples and with the yellow sort of highlights and the blacks. Of course, we'd love to see all that come together. So.
You know what else might be cool is like a Thanos, but like just like puffy like thermal vest. You know, because like
I'm in.
Actual
only-
grimace?
Well, no, like the thermal, like sorry, like
And
the
with the
thermal
buttons
vest,
could
like,
be the different color.
yeah, the different colored Infinity Stones. Yeah. Like just a splash of color on like his gray sort of space vest, like farmer space farmer.
I also immediately go to like Joker colors. I'm like, maybe you could do the Batman Zur-En-Arr colors just to like really have a
the
terrible.
what?
Batman Zur-En-Arr? Yeah.
ZUR-EN-ARRH.
What is?
Oh man, I have a whole episode that I get to throw at you. It's a fantasy realm where Batman had imagined he had the powers of Superman and was from Krypton, but it's like weird multiple. It's like a weird off-color purple, yellow, and like it's this ridiculous multicolored Batman costume.
Oh.
It's like red, purple, and it looks like Joker colors on Batman. It's really.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, but we have Birds of Prey news. So
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
a Black Canary rocker jacket?
that
her
would
most
be-
recent
Oh,
band front woman gig?
That would not be.
like a cool leather jacket.
I really also like the Huntress colors just because the Huntress has got that same hourglass thing.
Yeah, purple. I'm dying to do something more.
I love-
purple is such a great couple.
We have a lot of requests for Hawkeye stuff. Just if you're leaning.
Do you
forward.
really? Do we really?
Well, and there's also, I don't know if you know Girl Hawkeye. Have you delved into
Bishop?
Kate Bishop yet?
We included, because Hawkeye doesn't get enough love, we did include the Barton tag on the Avengers jacket. But yeah, the Avengers a Hawkeye jacket. That's so much fun.
Just
to do.
because this is the dumbest and silliest Batman costume ever, I pulled up the Lego version of the Batman Zur-En-Arr Batman.
Oh
See
my
the colors.
God.
So that is a purple Batman suit with a red bodysuit and yellow sleeves. This is a real thing. This is from the comic books. It's great.
Jose Munster wants a puffy cable jacket with hella pockets.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Oh my God, that would be.
You could do like a Doctor Strange vest and bow tie combo. Like that would be pretty cool. And like maybe there's like a
we haven't done the
carnation
vest.
that's the Eye of Agamotto or something.
We haven't done vests. The vests are a little tricky because, like, they, again, they're a little bit niche, but Yeah, Doctor Strange could be the character to bring it to the forefront.
Yeah.
That could really be.
I think that Doctor Strange fans, they are like they're the vest wearing community of the comic book.
I keep wanting to get.
universe.
I keep going like, I was just thinking about like, what was it Johnny Thunder? I was just getting a nice like vintage green jacket that actually has just shiny purple fabric on the inside for the yeah. It's
We
too
almost
much.
came out with a Bruce Wayne vest, but we put it on hold. But the Doctor Strange could.
Doctor Strange has a lot of brocade you could do with
Miss
that.
Sunflower is also shouting Dazzler jacket.
Oh, yes.
You pretty much can't go wrong with that.
No, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I do
It's got to
kind of
have some LED to kind of give it a little.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You should make a Doctor Strange smoking jacket, but just for me. Don't actually put it for sale, just
Just for you.
for me.
Actually, it needs to be a Doctor Strange vaping jacket. It needs to be. Because no one smokes anymore.
A vape jacket.
Vaping jacket,
That's both amazing and makes me sad at the same time.
Ants in the pants, Ant-Man pants.
Oh
All right,
my
Chief.
gosh.
Oh, you know what's
Pants
funny?
man.
We almost did. We just didn't have enough time to do this, but we almost for San Diego. One of our exclusives was going to be an Ant-Man jacket, but it was going to be like this. And we actually were working with like a Barbie manufacturer, like the clothing.
To make a teeny tiny.
Because all your traditional apparel manufacturers are not making Barbie clothes, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be. You have to go with the toy company to do that. So we were trying to make that work.
Chief wants that.
Yeah, little Ant-Man jackets. It didn't work out this time, but maybe in the future. So.
Oh my God.
Plus, there's so many possibilities. I'm just saying, Jenna Van Dyne is a fashion designer.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes. So we've only got about 10 minutes left. We need to do our topic.
We should spend half that time doing a 5-minute topic.
We should. Do we have the topic
I'm
chosen,
assuming we do.
Amy?
I'm not looking. I'm
I mean, I
not going
guess
to.
I will look ahead.
It is. Is it?
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Are we? Have we already addressed it?
Oh no.
No.
Okay. Because we've.
This is a surprise, or what's
This is.
It is.
We don't.
So we,
I don't
we-
know, but-
we get chat to submit questions, and then producer Liz picks one for our 5-minute challenge.
Ah, okay.
We will put 5 minutes on the clock and do our best to answer this. Mm-hmm.
do
Who
we
are we and what are we doing?
All right, I can never remember the order of this, but the clock is presumably coming. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Club's 5-minute one-shot topic, where we take a question from you, the audience, on our show, The Wednesday Club, which you can see every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at the Geek and Sundry Twitch, also on projectalpha.com, on demand whenever you want. I am Matt Key.
Wednesday Club.
Wednesday Club. I am Matt Key. We've also got Taliesin Jaffe and Amy Dallen, and a special guest, Tony Kim from Heroes Within. And what is the question, Amy?
Our winning topic on our Hero Within Spotlight from Tatzel Best topic: your favorite superhero hosts a fashion show. What is the theme, and what super friends do they drag in to model for them?
Oh, I've
your
already- that's
favorite
easy.
superhero hosts
If
a
you've already-
fashion show. What is the theme, and what
got two
super
already,
friends
man.
do they drag in to model for them?
If you already have it, go.
I got a silly one, and then I've got the one I actually want.
Okay.
The silly one is Superman hosts a fashion show, and it's just called Capes. And it's just him convincing superheroes that don't wear capes that they should wear capes. And it's just a show of superheroes without capes wearing capes. Wolverine, put a cape on him. Cyclops, all the X-Men, let's just going to put a cape on all
Put a
of them.
cape on all of
Storm,
them.
no
Except
cape for
Storm,
Storm.
no stake, no, Storm's fine. She doesn't have to get
Like
involved.
Queen gets a full cape, or just like because she's got a half.
She's also already got a cape.
Okay.
The cape game is strong. Is the whole Captain Marvel or the Shazam family?
They've got the best cape.
They got
do.
like serious strong game. When it
It's
comes to capes.
they are the
Cape
best.
game.
I love
It is.
They're the
It's
only
like-
people who do the half cape.
It's a half cape. It's got the ruffles. It's
I
got
love
the
that
rope
cape.
thing going on.
I like the original mini cape.
Yeah, the
like
mini
when
cape.
They, when
Mary
they
Marvel
extend
has
them,
the,
yeah.
and it's also got a little
the gold rope.
And Doctor Strange has like the angle,
Yeah,
right?
the angle
thing.
cape, the nice roll. So yeah, just let's put some capes on. Aquaman needs a
fun.
cape. I mean, it'd be nice.
Okay, what's the serious
But
again?
does he?
In the water, he's like dragging.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to create some drag, I think.
But that would be pretty cool. A whole cape theme.
Like a cape theme one. And really, I would love Quentin Quire, because I love Quentin Quire is such a wonderful X-Men
Kid
fashion
Omega.
icon. To just do a
T-shirt show?
It's all punk. I want to see. I wanted the same way that we have Spider-Man, punk rock Spider-Man, which is a real thing, and you can play it in the video game. It's a lot of fun. I would like to see, and the same way we did metal with DC this year, I would love to see punk versions of classic superhero costumes, just like really 70s through 90s punk rock.
Like the Ramones dressed them.
Like
Ramones, Sex Pistols.
Ramones, Sex Pistols, Black Flag, like full on. So that's what I would like.
Okay, who would Quentin have model in it?
I mean, obviously Storm, since Storm was like the original punk rock superhero. She really
the mohawk, sure.
Did it very. I would love to see a couple establishment characters kind of get taken out. I want to see. I want to see a punk rock Superman, which would probably be Superboy at that point.
Yeah.
All the Young Avengers need a punk rock look. Oh God, what are their name? The four kids who live in with the Fantastic Four but never tell them that they're there. What are they called?
The Four Foundation?
No, way back in the day, the four kids with superpowers, and they were all
Power Pack.
Power Pack. I want to see punk rock Power Pack.
Punk rock power pack.
Man, that's
Punk Power.
I had to go deep. Thank you.
That's deep cut.
Deep cut.
Punk Pack.
Punk Pack. The punk rock.
Pack.
Yeah, the Punk Pack.
Do you guys have your answer? Do you have your answer?
I don't.
I mean, like mine is Doctor Strange. Like I have to go with Doctor Strange, and he would have all of his magic friends. But I don't know what they would wear, like, because they like. So it would be like Scarlet Witch, John Constantine, like if we're crossing universes. Scarlet Witch, John Constantine, Wong, the Ancient One.
What's the vibe though?
Baron Vord. I don't know. Like I almost want to see them do like just normal clothes because all of them wear such weird clothes. So like the Doctor Strange, you look like
to
you.
the beach.
Yeah, Doctor
Yeah.
Strange at the beach day. Like what does like that look like? Here, everybody, we're gonna dress normal.
Here's
Levitating
a
beach
sun hat
towel.
for the Ancient One.
Yeah. Yes, I kind of want to see that, but like then like they have like a magic flair to it. Like they all come out, but they float. Like they're floating on the stage and they have lightning coming out of their fingers, but they're just dressed for a
Extremely
day at the
normal
beach or at the office. It's like, and here comes Scarlet Witch wearing a very handsome pantsuit. Like, yeah, like I kind of want to see that.
So my idea would be it'd be a crossover themed, right, between DC and Marvel, but to signify that it's cross-dressing. So it'd be all the heroes sort of cross-dressing in their own uniform, and then it would be hosted by. I mean, it would have to be someone who could span both universes. So who is that? Like Dr. Fate and
Amalgam.
yeah, Amalgam.
That's deep.
Amalgam.
That's
Yeah.
deep.
So someone who kind of straddles both, has the ability to straddle both universes, and to sort of like, you would have like all these different heroes cross-dressing as, different versions of themselves.
I would be.
And
into
Mystique
that.
just out there coming out as a different combination of gender every time.
Yeah.
Or like just a million
Totally.
agender ones and
Yeah.
be like, and I'm just messing up the curve.
I am definitely thinking of this in my head. Yeah, this works.
And you've got 20 seconds.
Okay, well then I'll go with my comedy take, which is that somebody does an intervention for Wonder Woman where she gets pants, but like good ones this time. I was not a fan of the last time they gave her pants, and
the
then she's
70s
like,
pantsuit?
"This is so Chris
No.
Krasinski
No,
pants."
this-
No,
Oh,
I feel bad about it.
yeah.
But like
yeah.
they intervene, she loves it, so she gets all her friends together and puts pants on them,
Puts
and they're
pants
like,
o'clock.
"This is great."
With pockets.
Pants with pockets.
Pants with pockets.
Pants
Yay!
with pockets.
Hopefully, we answered your questions. Thank you for watching. This has been the Wednesday Club 5-Minute Topic.
Pocket size edition.
Pocket size edition with Matt Key, Taliesin Jaffe, Amy Dallen, and special guest Tony Kim from Hero Within. Go buy his clothes at HeroWithinStore.com.
They have pockets.
Dresses have pockets.
Pockets for days.
Call the company Pocket Within.
Yeah, pocket within.
We only have 1 or 2 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to make sure that the audience knows or hears about?
Yeah, so we're going to be at New York Comic Con, booth 1671. We're actually like right around the corner from the Marvel booth, so we're just, like,
Nice.
literally like about 20 feet away. And we're going to have some new stuff, some exclusives, bringing back some old stuff, so a lot of things to see, mostly focusing on the Marvel collection. And then after that, and a few weeks later, we'll be at LA Comic Con.
Oh, nice.
at the
Oh
end of
man, that's
October.
happening.
Yeah, so when you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, definitely come by and check us out. And then, of course, HeroWithinStore.com, and then the Here Within on all the social stuff. So
Thank
and
you so much.
and Daisies, if you go by his booth, make sure that you say, "Hi, I'm a Daisy." Our fans call themselves the Date.
Oh.
Our Daisies.
We have a-
are
They're
Wednesday
Wednesdays,
daisies.
and it's great.
Oh,
They're the best.
nice.
There's a pin.
Yeah, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing them.
Yeah.
It's
I'm wearing the pin right
so
now.
awesome
Thank you,
to hear your
librarian.
story. It's so awesome to see it flourishing and making room for so many folks along the way to all get in the tent together. Like, I could just weep over like a Wonder Woman jacket that guys can wear and support that she's great. It's amazing. Yeah, thanks for what you
well,
do.
you know, it only was made possible because of fans, and so thank you everyone, and thank you for our old family and new family. I can't say enough about that. So. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. We do have to close our show out. So sorry, but please, you'll come back like next time you release like new clothes.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you back on. Even
Thank
if
you
it's
to our
just
models tonight.
Yeah, thank you, models. And please stay tuned for Weave.
Yeah.
Gina has so much cool stuff planned. I'm going to find out what it is in 1 sec.
Yay! All right, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you at New York Comic Con. Fierce.
Blue steel.
Oh my God, that's
That is-
amazing. That's beautiful.